There's the audio.
Ooh, I'm in space.
Yay.
All right. Welcome.
Mike.
I've worn the shirt before
Do I need
on
to
the
hit
stream,
something?
and it's really bad, I think. I'm already duplicating shirts, and we've only been on this like 6 times.
It does.
I wore the
So
shirt
there are
you
these
wore last
things.
week. Or last 2 weeks ago. when
There's
we
these
weren't
things
playing.
called
We were on the-
washing
Is that
machines.
cloud
As
or
long as
rain?
you used one.
I have so many T-shirts, I can't keep track. I actually have a spreadsheet that says what shirts I've worn on my YouTube on the DJ stream. So
And with
Really?
that, we are live.
Wow.
So,
I try not to wear the same shirt twice.
welcome to, I believe this is session 3
Yeah, I think so.
of
I'm too tall for this.
Heroes of
camera.
Baldur's Gate. We're low on mana, and you might notice we're down a person today. Unfortunately, my lovely wife is feeling under the weather, so she's sitting this session out.
Sleeping the session out.
Well, she might be awake by now. I'm not swearing to
judging.
anything.
She's probably watching us.
Yes, she
right now.
probably
So,
is.
Say something nasty. I mean,
so-
it's polite.
So, hello, dear. So we're just gonna. I have no idea what's going to happen this session. Last session they made it to Baldur's Gate, and they're kind of just loose in the Southwest District at this point. We'll just see how things go. So
Well,
with
we
that,
ordered some equipment,
So we
right?
shopped and did some
We
other
got some
random
clothes.
shit.
Do we need to do a full...
Em got some clothes.
You ordered your costume.
right. So I was going to say, does
go in
anyone want to do a
reverse order.
recap?
Sorry. Let's go in reverse order. We went shopping last.
Yes.
That we
It's the
did.
last thing that I remember.
Before that, we rode really sweet... No, we spent the night at the Strong Arm Inn. Fair Strong
No, you
something.
didn't.
What?
Oh. So
What's the name of the inn that we were...
So you were staying at the Elf Song Tavern. The Friendly Arm Inn was where you started the entire campaign at.
Whoops.
Then you rescued Jahira from some gibberlings,
That's right.
and then got chased. Got chased by maybe 100 or so gibberlings through the night. Made it to Baldur's Gate. Crashed at the Elf Song Tavern.
Woke up, killed some people, took their gold.
Yep, that happened.
We came, we saw, we conquered. We
And
ran
then
away
we went
screaming.
shopping. Oh, we
Yep.
we learned.
For the record, they were rude.
We learned
Yeah.
about.
They drew first blood.
Oh yeah, we
Man.
did have a fight, didn't
Yep.
we?
We learned about
They
somewhere
totally
to check,
attacked us.
somewhere to go to check on whatever the
Well,
quest we're going on is.
they attacked us because we magicked their...
Because
Because
that
Em got
one
busy.
chick-
No, it wasn't.
No,
him.
it was-
Oh, that's
It
right.
was Imoen.
Imoen.
No.
She was messing with their drinks before you guys even
But then
went
Em
to her
thought it'd
table.
be appropriate just to go ahead and fireball them, so that they knew we had magic.
It wasn't fireball, it was thunderclap.
Sure.
In the middle of a crowded tavern.
So
It
we
was
have an M
great.
and M-O-N?
Yes.
Yeah.
And of
Yeah,
course
like
those
Imogen
two
Heap or whatever, but...
What could go wrong?
She's actually one of my favorite singers.
I know.
I haven't listened to her in forever. Thank you
So
for adding that.
lastly you went clothes shopping. Specifically Tierno
That's right.
went shopping.
Yeah. And he said a couple weeks, didn't he? He gave me like a timeline that was a little long.
I think it was about a week. Yeah,
Yeah,
a week
so
sounds right.
I don't need to go back there right away.
No.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get up. It's a morning, or no?
We
We finished shopping.
right.
what were we
And
gonna
you
go
were
to the
on
market?
your way to the marketplace.
And we learned about somewhere else to go talk to somebody about. Didn't we already talk to somebody about the gang that's? Is it somebody getting strong armed around the city?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Zentarim, who you have been tasked with investigating,
And we
have been
Oh, that's right. And the shopkeeper
I don't
said
know
that
where
he
the-
was fine.
right.
But he said where else we could check or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember what that was.
Well, where was that?
What Where's the log?
Did anyone have it written down?
I don't.
We were making notes in the thing somewhere.
My interwebs
Baldur's
came
Gate
to a screeching
campaign
halt.
notes.
You got them?
Zentarum, bad peeps. Find out what they've been doing in the southwest Baldur's Gate. They've been shaking peeps down. Magic
So
is
what
being
we're trying to do.
the tailor, number 5 on the map, LoM, not getting any problems due to his connections.
Yep.
The tailor.
Lady Elith told us to check Sunder's Sorcerer's Sundry regarding the Zent shakedowns. So 33 on the map. Oh, that's why we're going to the market.
Right.
that's
It's
the
on the other
market.
side from the market.
Yeah.
Well, the market and then this.
Well, I think we have time
Mm-hmm.
if we want to make any detours. That's what I'm thinking.
Certainly.
So, do we need to accomplish anything else? Did you guys need to go shopping?
I no longer purchase the finer things unless it's an absolute necessity.
Right. Like, what about like new undies or something?
How often do you go through yours?
Like every couple days at least.
To clarify, are you saying you change them every couple of days or buy a new pair?
It's really not
Yes.
that.
Yeah. Whichever's easier, usually.
What a waste.
He stops. He turns it inside out. Wears it for another couple days. Turns it front to back.
Oh God.
You can do, yeah, I mean, you can frontwards, backwards, inside out, frontwards, backwards. You can get
That's
a whole
4 days
week.
right there.
That's a hell of an idea. I wish I'd have thought of that sooner. In fact, I might try that out.
When you're out soldiering in the front lines, you have various ways of making your undies
Aren't you
last
supposed to be
longer.
asleep?
All right.
We're like 15 hours ahead.
I'm good.
Oh, I guess that's
I live
8
the
months.
simple life now after losing all my possessions in a tragedy.
All right.
Cut to my backstory, and we're back.
You lost your possessions?
I did in the God Wars.
The God Wars.
So you're homeless?
No, but I had to rebuild from scratch, as you do.
What are these God Wars you're talking about? Do I know about these?
Depends upon how long you've been on this plane.
I don't know. Not that long, I don't think.
Right,
I
because
haven't
you're
been alive that long.
you're an import, so to speak.
Right. Came from the
What was
under the ground.
I think my character is roughly my age. 40? I think I'm 40.
Yeah, I think I'm not even that
This
old.
was 20 odd years ago. I'm not going to go into it right now. Let's forget I said anything.
20 years ago is nothing.
Well, all right.
Talk to me when you're thousands of years old.
Are you walking somewhere while you're discussing all of this?
Yes.
Yeah, I had wandered off to the northeast up this path up here towards building 20.
My eyes are not locking on to a 20. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Just wandered off that.
So the opposite direction from where you were going.
Oh, I've never been here. I don't really know where I'm going. Where's this emporium?
To the south.
Can we find it yet?
We went the wrong way.
Yes, it's to the south.
South. Right. Okay.
Make-
And
make a
I
right
keep
turn,
walking
not a
north,
left.
straight up the.
Okay, so 20, you see a sign for an inn. 23, it's just a house.
Yeah. Okay. That nobody stops me. I'm keep going.
Wait, go the other way.
You know where you're going?
Nope.
So 29 on the left is a large mansion.
That looks pretty fancy. Maybe that's the place. What do you think?
Probably not.
Let's find out.
We should try it?
Yeah.
All right, I go up to the door and knock.
Nothing.
Try the handle.
Try
What?
the handle. I jiggle.
This is not our home.
jiggle
We
the
must
handle.
leave it for other people.
I don't
Well,
know.
we gotta
Actually,
find out
no,
who's been messing
actually
with
don't.
these shopkeepers.
I
This is
forgot
not
I'm,
a shop. This is a house.
I forgot I'm.
Well, how can you
unlawful.
tell?
There's no
Just
sign.
kidding. Let's go.
About what?
It's back this way. I'm just kidding.
Oh, all right.
I'm trying to get you in trouble. Follow me.
I turn around.
Okay.
Follow you.
That was great.
Gotta remember who I am here.
As you start to step away from the mansion, the door cracks open a bit, and you see a head poke out and look left and right.
Oh, hey there!
Some kids, man. Hooligans. Tried to stop him. Sorry.
Pulls his head back, and the door closes with a slam.
Man. If you catch those kids, you let me know.
We could ask them about the hooligans.
Do we see any hooligans?
Hooligans.
You are hooligans?
Actually, at this point, you very well might. Let's see. No.
Nada.
You came very close to seeing some, but no.
All right, we're gonna turn left at the little pass through at 8 and 24. Make the right.
I kind of look hard at 8. Does that look like an emporium?
888. So 8.
It's a building that's a circle.
No,
Seriously? Come on, Ma. I can't talk right now.
8 is a
Nice to
smithy.
your mama.
A smithy.
Yes, Rundar's smithy. You
Rundar.
can see the signage on the front, and you can see a cloud of smoke coming out from the smokestack
Any
in the
wares
roof of the
hanging
house.
or anything? Like any of his
Oh.
wares hanging that I could see?
You'd definitely be able to see. Looks like assorted weapons and armors displayed in the window.
I once had a dream that I was a smithy. I was a dwarven smithy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, take a look at those weapons. Do any of them look like Emperor's weapons?
It was a dream.
I look at them. Did any
we
of
need to
them
take a
look
break?
like the weapons of an emperor?
I don't know, maybe.
There's certainly
Not many
some.
were fast, if you want to take.
I mean, they look extremely well made. There is a in the center of the display, you see what appears to actually be a mithril chain set of mithril chainmail.
Oh, okay.
That is the most noteworthy of what is on display.
I kind of slow down and like come to a stop in front of me. Hey, y'all! This looks like an emperor's chain right here. We should probably go check out the emporium.
Done.
Let's go.
I walk up to the door. Should I knock on this one too?
Is it
Or did
closed?
they walk off? Did they leave me?
No, I'm there. I'm just.
I knock on the door.
I think
How long do you wait?
Oh, do I hear anything?
This close, you can hear the clang of a hammer on an anvil.
Yeah, okay. Should I jiggle the handle? I jiggle the
I
handle.
think it's open, probably.
I just jiggle it.
And with that, the door swings open, and you see another gnome. Actually, yes.
Guys everywhere. Hey, how you doing? We're looking for an emporium. I saw your chainmail. Figured it might be, fit for an emperor. This might be a good place to check it out.
Now I understand the link between Emperor and Emporium.
And the gnome just sort of looks at you kind of funny, and then the Emporium's on the opposite end of the district. But if you're interested in the chainmail, by all means, come on into my store.
Yeah, let me take a look. Can I try it on, see if it fits?
You are interested in purchasing?
Oh, absolutely. It looks pretty nice. Is it quiet? Because mine's loud. I kind of like jingle my chainmail.
Well, this is the finest mithril that you're likely to see. We actually have a dwarven smith who's been assisting me in forging our latest wares.
Hey, he knows a dwarven smith.
No, I dreamed I was a dwarven smith.
Were you helping this guy?
I don't think so.
So he gestures you into the store.
Yeah.
And are you all walking in?
Well, sure.
I'd like to try it on if I can.
So he closes the door behind you, and as you enter the smithy, you feel the warmth of the furnace just hit you in the face as you walk in, and you see the aforementioned dwarf just clanging away. Looks like he's making a sword off in the back. The gnome with a can't talk. So the gnome, he's wearing a smithing apron and starts walking you towards the front where the chainmail is.
So, while I'm trying this on, you ain't seen any hooligans around here, have you? I try on the chainmail.
Hooligans?
Little people causing trouble, asking for money, so you don't mess with them.
So they don't mess with you?
Something, I don't know.
Zents.
Oh, yeah. That's what they're
Roll
called.
perception.
All of us? One of us?
You're the one who said it, so you roll.
Oh.
Perception. I'm looking.
Middle to the bottom. Mid bottom.
Wait a minute.
Your skills.
19?
Oh yeah. So with the 19, yeah, that's a solid roll. You notice that the dwarf in the back, when you said Zents, like he was mid swing and he actually like misses a swing and stops for a second, and then kind of shakes it off and goes back to work. Rundar, however, he just frowns and says, "No, we haven't had any trouble here. No."
Well, good. All right. Well, listen, we're kind of keeping our eye out. So, if you have any troubles, you can let us know. Maybe we can help.
And so, sir,
How's it feel?
it's you're rather largely built for
I'm gigantic.
for a medium person, right?
Yeah, I'm like 6'6", 310.
Yeah, so it's a little it fits,
I'm bigger than him, just a
right,
little bit.
but it's a little on the short side.
Okay.
And Rundar just looks and says, "Yes, yes,
So a little midriff.
just like a little bit there."
Yeah.
and-
So it's like showing my bottom ab.
yeah, exactly.
Will it grow?
No. So, is there a reason you're interested in mithril specifically? We do have a few other fine materials available as well.
Well, I like chainmail. I just want it to be a little more quiet. This stuff makes a hell of a lot of noise. I jingle the old set, and it sounds,
I did not expect you guys to wander in here.
So I gotta tell you, I kind of envisioned that as your character.
It's a tortoise?
No,
That
it's a
a-
golem, but
What is that from? I recognize-
Pokemon.
Okay.
That's a Pokemon.
But it's just like this big round rock creature.
Okay.
Where's my
I just
physical traits in this thing?
They're under a description.
it's fine. It's just, like I said, in my head when you were talking about being made of rock,
Yeah.
that sort of thing, or the
More
never-ending story, the guy
more like
riding the rock.
metal. More like metallic.
Metal?
Like, yeah, like metallic silver skin. Yeah.
Man, D&D Beyond is not responding. I was trying to look up what the mithril chainmail was.
I want to say, I thought it had, I thought it was quiet or something.
I think it is.
At least, can I add equipment somehow? Mithril ring mail?
Uh,
Is ring mail the same as chain mail?
Yeah, it's
Mithril chainmail is just a regular.
yeah,
Fine mithril
It's
chain?
it imposes. Oh, so if armor normally imposes disadvantage on stealth, the mithril version doesn't.
right.
Oh.
See, this is what I thought it was.
Yeah, that's definitely.
So,
So you're more like that?
send that to me. I'll think about that.
How much is the mithril chainmail?
I'm taking it off, by the way,
Uh,
as we're talking.
Good. Yes, milady. So we have the mithril chainmail for 300 gold pieces. A mithril chain shirt would run for 200. And in the back, we also have a mithril breastplate we're putting the finishing touches on for 1,000 gold.
Plate.
Uh,
my ears moved on that one.
Yes, and if you're interested in something a bit sturdier, we also have 3 sets of adamantine armor as well.
Yeah.
There's
How much are those setting me back? Not that much on our.
the adamantine chainmail is selling for 400, chain shirt for 300, and scale mail for 350.
How does the adamantine work? Is it like just plus something big as well, or something?
No, it is not quite as useful. Hence the price difference.
Adamantine
more
chainmail,
expensive.
you said?
It was $100 more. 100 gold.
Adamantine. Oh, it's immunity
While
to
wearing it,
crit.
it's immune to crit.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's more straightforward combat, less utility.
SBA Baracus, right there.
You're right. It is more expensive. I misspoke.
So what's the difference between a shirt and mail? Maybe I should know this, and I should not ask this during the game. But
Chain shirt is 13 AC. Chain mail is 16 and heavy.
even in the mithril, you said mithril shirt as well, right?
Yes, it would still be heavy, but you would not get the typical disadvantage to stealth.
So is there a? So I know, granted, my experience with chainmail and all that goes back to watching Monty Python.
Mm-hmm.
There's the stuff where it comes down to like the knees, and then when I'm thinking, so to me that would be like your chainmail, and when you're talking about chain shirt, I'm thinking like comes to the waist.
Chain shirt. Think of Lord of the Rings, Frodo's
His little
mithril shirt.
Okay.
That's your chain shirt.
Like it's under another shirt. Your chainmail is like
On top of.
Larger, heavier
thicker.
rings. Yeah, thicker.
Like when
Okay.
Mithril plates, 18 AC.
So-
Yeah, that's not for sale here.
I'm
Oh, what did you say? You had?
It was
breastplate.
chainmail,
breastplate.
chain shirt, and scale mail. Mithril breastplate.
mithril breastplate.
May I
is
see that?
14.
The chain mail is still more, 16.
What's your physical appearance again?
I'm half elf.
Yeah, but like in terms of what you're wearing.
Very fine clothes
Okay, you want.
and leather. I do have leather.
Yeah, but
otherwise it's
you
fine
look like you've got
clothes.
some money.
Yes.
Okay, so he'll take you as a serious potential customer, and
Not me. He was just humoring me because I'm huge.
okay, there's a difference here. If she's looking at the breastplate, that's 1,000 gold.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's a pretty big jump.
I got you.
That's all. So he sizes you up and down, nods, and you see him
Not well.
step off to a door off to the side, opens it, and he returns minute later with mithril breastplate. It looks like the detailing hasn't been finalized yet.
Is it like my size, or is this like for a larger?
I mean, it's sized for a medium character,
I think technically in 5e, magic armor sizes to you.
but that's not magic. It's just
Oh, it's
made.
not?
Well,
Mithril?
I mean, it's
So it's not a magic item.
right.
I
It's right. It's
You have
made
to, they'll
with.
adjust it. They'll bang it into your shape a little bit or something.
Oh yeah, I mean, you could definitely wear it. It's adjustable enough. You'd be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
So,
not magic.
Smith, I know you can hear us because you paused momentarily when we said Zents.
Okay, are you walking over to him, or are you just shouting this from the middle of the room?
You hear it.
Because I was trying to talk to.
Yes, I will walk. My intention had been to just kind of like blurt, but I don't really have a vision of how far away we're talking or what.
So the smithy would be. Front half would be about the size of this room, and you'll have another room.
And
The
then the shop
back
is in a
half-
separate room.
I
Or-
I misspoke. The shop half would be the size of this room. The smithy would be not quite as big.
but a separate
half the
space with like a
size.
doorway.
No
off.
doorway, but there's a definite divide, kind of like behind the counter.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll amble my way
Bring that
back
funnel to the front.
towards
It's the meat.
the Smith and just start chit-chatting him up.
Mhm.
Sorry to interrupt you.
That's okay.
So Rundar's adjusting the armor. It takes some time to put on armor. I forget how long, but
5 minutes.
yeah, that was gonna be my guess. So,
Yeah, I was looking at the armor classes. So
so since it takes a full 5 minutes to adjust everything, yeah,
I
he'll
was
be
thinking
tied
about
up a
talking
bit.
to him
Mhm.
just about the armor, and it's, what are you planning on the decorations and yada yada yada, just to kind of get him talking a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
Wow.
Meanwhile, we have Corbin walking into the back, and so is that your opening line to this dwarf?
Yeah.
Okay, not even gonna buy him a drink or ask him his name first.
Nope. No foreplay.
And he looks over to the side at you and then just says, "Ah, I don't want no trouble, sir," and goes back to hammering away.
I'm not trying to give you or get you into trouble. I'm just asking if they've been around and if they've caused you or harassed you any.
Roll. What is that?
Persuasion?
Yes, that's the one I was looking for.
I like that.
Persuasion. 16.
All right. So he also sizes you up, and well, you seem like a decent enough sort. Not a Zent at the very least. What exactly are you looking to know?
We've been tasked with rooting out and trying to rid the city. And being new here, we're looking to try and figure out, is there anything that we can do to who they are, how they operate, and where to find them to go that way and figure out what we need to do. So right now, we're just trying to gather information. We're not going to anybody. We're not going to highlight anything. We're just asking questions.
You went to here. You're going to people.
We're not going out and saying, hey, these guys are giving us information. We're just looking to see if we can get to figuring out where they are, who they are, what they do, and how they do it so that we can protect the city and get them out of the city from being harassed by them.
All right.
Granted, I could be talking to Azet and giving away our strategies, but you know.
I'm sorry.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
So, yeah, they've been asking around or moving around, causing trouble. Most of the merchants have been shaken down. Now, you probably want to go talk to the carpenter that's out on the... where the heck did you guys wind up? You're at
We're
8
at
right
20?
now? You're at 20 right now.
We're
Or
at
8.
8.
8, that's what I thought. I
Yeah.
thought you were at 8.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's called what?
8 is Rundar's smithy.
Am I talking to Rundar?
No.
The gnome.
You haven't asked... The gnome was Rundar. You haven't asked for the dwarf's name.
I'm not even going to, because knowing his name could mean that I give him away.
So, I know if you talk to the carpenter over in... guess you'd call it Address 4. On the corner,
Yeah, I'll lay this out.
down the block and around the corner.
All right, we were
He'd
going
probably
down to
give
the
you-
market, so that's close by.
He probably did.
Because I know he's been... he's been causing a bit of a fuss about it. And then you might also want to look into... what was it? Maybe the brewery that halfling brewery. Bit odd if you ask me for halflings. I prefer a strong dwarven ale myself. But it's the next building over, address 13.
It's like Sherlock Holmesy thing to do, but that ain't me. All right. Yeah.
But if anybody asks, you didn't hear it from me.
Sir, I'm not even asking for your name.
Much obliged. Let's keep it that way. And goes back to working on this sword.
I pick up one of the hammers that's on the bench and I kind of heft it, hold it up a little bit, kind of test it out, you know. And I hand it to Jimbo. Jimbo, hit me with this real quick.
Like a smithy hammer, or
Well, I don't know, Warhammer or something.
okay,
So I thought you meant like a smith's hammer.
not a weapon.
Oh no, I assumed there were like weapons.
Oh, there definitely are.
Yeah.
But when you said hammer and he was talking to the smith, I thought you meant a smithy hammer.
I apologize. No, I'm in the other room still.
Well, I mean, it's a big open space. It's
Yeah.
just
I'm shopping
semi-divided.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
pick
with
up
you.
a hammer. Hit. Jimbo, hit me with this, and I, like.
Right to his gut.
Roll to attack.
Probably good.
It's probably good.
How do I do this again? It's plus my whatchamacallit.
Proficiency, I believe.
It's a 20. Well, I don't know where the
With a hammer?
This is not my normal.
Yeah, you gotta know.
Yeah, but you're a fighter. It
You're
should be
proficient
the...
with everything, right? So.
My plus, it's +5 for my short sword.
but that's...
Is there a difference for?
I am-
It's probably
Warhammer's
just,
for
it's probably
me
just
or
a
plus
different
4.
damage, right?
What's your strength?
16.
3 plus 3.
Yeah.
It's probably plus 5.
Yep, it's plus 5. Proficiency plus strength mod.
20 to hit.
Hit.
Roll damage.
What's
D8 or
8.
one-handed or two-handed swing.
I swung two-handed.
D10.
10 plus 2. Or maybe 3.
3.
For you. Yeah, 10 plus 3.
Is this a 10? 10. It's a 10. So 13.
13 damage.
Crumple to the ground.
Tierno's feet leave the floor, and then his whole body returns to it.
I turn because
I
they're in
throw
like,
up
they,
on-
I'm like
Yeah,
I'm
they're
up-
like,
I throw up on the ground.
they're
turn
maybe
around.
10 feet away
I
from you.
thought you were flexing.
I slap to the ground. Oh, that's a hell of a hit, man. Hey, Rundar, how much for the hammer?
I look at them and I turn back to
What?
him and I
What?
apologize to Rundar for the juvenile actions of my and I say, this is beautiful. Oh, I'd like to be considered to buy it when it's finished. How long do you think it will take?
Oh, well, if Milady would like to place a down payment, then we could probably have this item done by the end of the day.
My little tightening of the butthole.
Oh, he thinks he's got a sale.
Don't work, get it.
I never spend money rashly, and although it is a very beautiful piece to start with, I prefer to see it completed before I make a decision.
Ah, well, in that case, milady, we did have this piece scheduled to be done, approximately, based on current workload, 3 to 4 days from now.
I will be back. Thank you for your time.
And the Warhammer would be priced to be the same as in the, it's the same Warhammers you've already got. Price is the same as the PHB.
Oh. Yeah, but it just hit me for 13. Right? So, yeah. I clicked on something and the internet is not going back. Here it is.
It worked for me.
This shit is going so slow right now. How much does Warhammer cost?
Does it tell you cost when you search on this?
I think it does.
I didn't see cost when I looked at Mithril.
It's just spitting there.
Items.
Just a regular Warhammer?
Yes.
15 gold.
Oh, I mean, 15, huh?
It's the going rate, sir.
Versatile.
Well, how much you give me for this old junky one I got to hold out the other one?
Roll persuasion.
I wish I could tell you what my number was.
You have a Warhammer that's worse than a regular Warhammer?
No. This is Tierno being Tierno.
Persuasion. It
Yep.
just popped. Hold on. 11.
11. He sells 15 for a brand new one.
Yeah.
So he looks at it and realizes that it's virtually identical to the one that you're considering buying. And
It's probably got like some goo from the...
oh yeah, it's used, it's worn, but still totally functional and undamaged in any actual way.
Right.
It says 7 gold.
All right, it's a deal. I hold out the old one. And so I get 7 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hand him that.
So-
I take the 7 and I hand him back 15.
All right. So you spend a net 8 gold to get a shinier Warhammer.
Man, and I'm like in awe of this thing. Like, it knocked the shit out of me, you know?
It has nothing to do with the guy that hit you with it.
It's a hell of a hammer, don't you think?
Yeah, it's... yeah.
Got a pretty good deal on it too, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
How much did we split? We split that other.
I
gold
gave
up,
myself
right?
15 of the 90, which was 1/6.
Sounds good to me.
I mean, there's 5 of you, so
Oh, was it? We only are 5. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
What's
90 divided by 5.
it doesn't
20
go.
would be 100, but we need to be 2 less, so 18.
Look at that math.
Love it.
Not like the new shit they
And
do.
then I'm gonna subtract 8. Although Tierno would add 7
And then take away 15.
and then remove 15. All right,
I'll help you make change.
I got it.
So somehow you all actually managed to get a solid lead out of this nightmare.
All right.
So congratulations.
All right. Well, off to the Emporium.
Finally?
Yeah. Yep. It's just a couple more doors to the south.
All right. South. And I walk out the door and turn right.
Turn left.
Your other right.
I follow you. Lead the way, Corbin.
All right, so we're walking down to 33.
Yep. So how are you getting there?
Walking.
I'm
24 or
going.
10.
I was
There,
go-
there's 2 paths.
I was going to the left.
2410 route
Let's
or
go to the 10, 6, yeah, 24, 10, 16, 30,
okay.
33.
Yep.
Hike.
And I'm looking for hooligans still.
Okay. And it looks like you very well may have found some. So
Me? Does a short rest count at any point in here? You let me know when I short rest is available.
I don't think we short rested.
okay, I will. So as you approach the edge of the market, you see you were referring to them as hooligans, I believe?
Hooligans, yes.
Yes, so you see
Well, that's what he called them. I don't know.
you see a group of about 5 hooligans. These are adolescents.
Adolescents.
Yeah, that are laughing and sort of running around and past and through people. And they all run past all of you. And dang it, where's my quick sheet? I'm sure nothing's going to happen.
Dawson's Creek.
Watch your coin purse.
I reach out and snatch one by the arm.
Okay.
It's a hooligan, right?
I mean, it's a child.
Yeah.
Well,
Grab him.
okay. Make a attack roll. So you're grappling, I assume.
Sure. Yeah. So I get what, a strength bonus on grapple?
Yeah, it'd be strength
Unarmed
and
strike, basically.
I think it'd be strength and maybe proficiency. I'm not certain on that.
An unarmed melee attack? Unarmed strike? Is that
Well, are you punching him or grabbing him?
grabbing him?
That would be a grapple, not an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yes, let's not strike the children.
No. I was grabbing him. I want to snatch his
Make
arm.
a
as he
grapple
runs by.
strength check contested by target strength. Athletics.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Do you want to roll first? Because I already did.
The target can use dexterity if they choose. But
23.
You're an athlete.
23. That is going to beat anything these children can.
Hooligans.
Yeah, 23 beats a 12. So you have grabbed this young boy in the middle of the crowded street. As you do that, you see actually, you might not see.
I just pick him up and hold him up like this
Yep.
by the arm. Hey there, we're looking for Zets.
While you do that, another one moves in behind you. Oh, yeah.
Kicks you in the.
No, and you don't even notice them.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Hey, we're looking for Zents.
Zents? I don't know nothing about no Zents, sir.
I walk him over to Corbin. Corbin, you talk to him. He doesn't know nothing. That other guy, he seemed to be talking to you pretty well.
Hello. I'm sorry for my friend.
He's probably flailing.
Can
Right?
I grab,
Yes, he's
can I
definitely
just walk up
flailing.
and grab him from?
I mean, you can make an
Corbin?
attempt to. Certainly.
That's what I would like to do. I would like to grab the child away.
All
from-
right.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh no.
We have to pull this kid limb from
So when you're going to grab him, I assume you're talking like grab and like transfer to the ground, or are you
It was-
actually trying to like yank him?
No, it was grab and transfer. Like
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
what I
let,
thought.
I let
Yeah.
go. This, there's no need to contest this. I let go as long as you have him.
Yes. So I have him, and I turn around and sit him down, and I say, "Run."
Okay, and good lord, this die is hot. Okay, and he bumps into you and takes off down the road, and you're gonna notice first as you see him get about 2 buildings down the road, you realize that you no longer have your coin purse.
Can I catch him?
You may certainly make an attempt to.
I would like to go check catch him.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Yeah, yours is
chasing.
definitely gone too.
Well, I haven't noticed, or
I mean,
Check your pockets.
I'm busy branding after the kid. Why'd you let him go? He knows something clearly. He's running away.
he rolled a 17 on you and a 19 on you.
Easy.
Nice.
All right. So do we chase him down? I assume that I'm pretty like fast and.
So,
long-legged
we'll do a contested athletics to start out.
It's my jam,
for
baby.
athletics.
Yep.
Nope.
14.
After mod?
Yep.
Wow. So 15 and nat 20 gets both of these kids around the next corner.
I turn the corner, chasing him.
Okay.
How big is the building?
This is the so they'd be running away from the marketplace and cut a left past 24.
Is it like a 1-story building?
These guys are Zens, right?
No.
They're hooligans. But
These are children.
I'm running. Though. I'm trying to determine.
that's a
what I'm gonna
3-story
do in
building.
this situation.
Is there any like wraparound porch or anything on the building?
It's a large inn. So
Probably would have some porches or something, right?
yeah, I'm thinking yeah, up front there'd be a porch, and then looks like on the 3rd floor a couple balconies.
Can I roll acrobatics to get up on the balconies?
You may attempt to.
Nope. I need a change die.
And you, so how badly did you do? 4 after modifier?
6?
6. Okay. So with the 6, you
Didn't face plant, but probably, didn't even come close to
yeah.
jumping.
So you jump up onto you jump the railing for the porch, and then sort of stumble, and realize that you do not have near enough momentum to get you.
Any higher.
No. And with that, you're gonna be quite a ways back from this chase.
I'm still in it.
how many coins?
I turn the corner.
Only just. So you turn the corner and see them. They're ducking between 2 and 5. You see that little alleyway there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They run down there. Do you give chase?
Yeah. I'm after him.
All right. Let's roll it up.
22.
Okay. You are making ground.
All right. I'd like to burn my action surge.
Okay.
And roll another in the
Sure,
same
roll
turn.
another and
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa.
Do I even continue to participate? Like, I assume I can see, right? Because I've got the elf vision farther away.
Well, the problem is they've now like
Turn a corner.
yeah.
I burn my action surge. I'm ready to pour it on, and I trip.
Okay.
Fall flat on my face.
I kind of slow down and just kind of walk to look down the first road to see if they turn down there.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. All right, and so you're now at the 5-2 alleyway, and they're running behind like 28, like around that corner.
We should have this
Down back
map
by
on
13,
that.
like behind the building?
Yes, between them. Yes.
Not that it would be easy to see.
Yeah. Can I leap to my feet and chase him again?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You still made. Oh boy.
9.
Okay. They got 11 on the low side. So they are. You have now lost sight of them behind 28.
Do I see any birds or anything around me?
Over on 24 way.
Mm-hmm.
Birds. Yeah, there's probably at the very least.
Tweet.
Like a stupid
Like a pigeon.
pigeon type
Yeah,
thing?
there's probably a few pigeons, and then maybe even a seagull, because this is a port town.
No, that's true. Can I see if I can get the seagull to like
Spy for you.
come touch me? I don't know how to do that. Animal?
Oh, okay. I see where you're headed with this. You're gonna try and use Beast Bond.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
Animal husbandry?
has to be friendly or charmed by you. So for that, yes, animal handling. That's a skill.
I stop in the middle of the road and kind of
Yes! 18.
Okay.
just stare around.
Okay. So you've got what? Seagull.
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 So I was going to go ahead and cast Beast Bond since I can touch him.
All right.
And so I can establish a telepathic link and I can talk to him through that. And so I kind of wanted him to take flight and see if he can see the people.
Okay. Okay.
The hooligans, the little boys or kids.
Turns out they were kind of hooligans.
So now I need stats for a random bird.
Probably HP of 2
Two would be high.
and an AC of 0.
Random bird, it's like CR 1/4.
Yeah, I'm looking for like a.
CR 1/8. Actually, I think I have a list of that stuff in.
Because it says it can't like communicate back to me like words, but it could like,
Right.
oh, I found it.
Right. So we're just gonna go ahead and use the stats for Hawk because that's the first one I found.
There you go.
So it will roll.
The noble seagull.
I'm gonna say it has disadvantage because it doesn't really know what exactly it's looking for, but it also gets advantage on sight rolls. So that's gonna be a push,
Cool.
and it's gonna be contested by their Oh, that's a 20. Okay, so it's probably gonna find these two. Yeah. No, it's tracked them down. They're hiding. Actually, what's the range on your bird link?
I has to be within line of sight, so I have to be able to see him. But I assume seeing him,
Yep.
I can see him.
And
Don't
you
get
see
wrong.
it. It's doing circles between 28 and 13, and then it starts arcing back counterclockwise towards the marketplace.
Okay. So can I, since I was on the road by 24, can I like come around, like try and stealthy it around 4
Sure.
to come back the back way?
Is that an alley between 25 and 3? Or is that...
That's a staircase. You can see the stairs on the left side
I
of
see it on the
25.
far side, but on the front side, I kind of see a wall. Is
Yeah.
that something that is just like a step up or a step down?
No, that'd be a full story.
Okay.
So I guess I'll roll stealth.
Yep.
Hey, I like this dice a whole lot better.
What-
17.
Yep. You come up on both of them completely unawares.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and grab them both
Holy
Yep.
crap.
and like yell for Corbin at the same. Corbin? What the hell is your name?
Corbin.
No.
Tierno.
And while all this is going on,
Maybe
what are
Corbin.
the other
Sorry.
two of you doing?
I'm going to yell for Tierno.
I'm back at the market counting my gold.
I'm
Okay.
actually walking along behind Tierno, who's only feet in front of me after he tripped, and just like
Well, I
following.
leapt to my feet and like ran into this square between.
Yeah, but
28,
I'm
26,
a
and
half
5.
wood elf, so I'm sprightly.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you've got these two youngsters like
By
scruff of the
their
shirt.
neck. Yeah.
Yep. Just
Basically just shaking them until stuff falls.
Did
I told you to leave to get away from him, not to steal my stuff.
do I hear it? Do I know where they're at?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
She's loud. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, look at her.
I'm wandering up. Slowly and menacingly.
We didn't mean anything by it. We're just looking for a bite to eat.
You could ask for a bite, and I would have bought you one. Bought you? Bought?
Well, how's we supposed to know that?
Ask.
Did I not save you from that one?
Sure, but you're not like to be nice twice, are you? Nobody's that nice around these parts.
Return the money, and I will let you go.
And with that, you hear the sound of
Hey Norland.
two coin purses hitting the pavement.
I drop them both, I scoop it up, and I say, before they start to run off again, would you like food?
Well, they look back at each other, unsure of.
Well, you could have the hammer if you want. But I'm.
We'll take the food. We'll take the food.
Where's the closest place that you can get something to eat? And I've stuffed like the change purse in my shirt, so there's no stealing it this time.
Mine too.
Yours too, I kept it.
That might be for the best.
The market would have food.
All right. Would you like to escort us back to the market, and I will buy you each your favorite item?
At this point, you're basically right at the edge of it, so you could, because you went down that road and caught them at the intersection.
Oh, yeah.
You're right next to the market.
All right. So I kind of like shove them back into the main road and kind of. I don't like grab them again, but I like propel them to the food place.
I follow along. Hey, you boys know where to get some steaks?
Steaks, sir?
Yeah, you never had a steak?
Well, once. Well, really, it was more of a steak bone, but.
Well, it's your lucky day. He's going to buy you some steaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy some steaks. Let's go. And I reach for my coin purse. Wait a minute.
I have it.
Oh, all right.
Let's go get you some steaks. So we take them wherever the steak place is, and out of
Steak on a steak.
Steak on a
yes. Out of Tierno's purse, I pay for the steaks for the three of them.
All right.
And then while they're sitting down, and I get something to eat, but not steak, I start asking them about other hooligans of different types.
By which I assume you mean... Are you trying to ask about the Zentarum, or...
Yes, without actually saying their names.
Okay. So what exactly are you going to say?
So you guys are the petty thieves around here. Have you ever stolen from somebody else that you shouldn't have?
Well, they look back at each other, unsure again. You're not supposed to steal from anybody, ma'am.
And as true as that may be, that is not what you have done.
You did it anyway. Yeah.
Have there been other people who have harmed you or tried to for what you've done?
Well, we got beat a couple of times, but at this point, we're getting pretty good at not getting caught.
Have you ever noticed people that have more money than you think they would? Should?
Are you talking about the
Yes.
Sorry, got distracted by sounds out of game. Those big mean guys with the dogs? We're not going near those dogs. Those dogs look mean.
Dogs. Matt and dogs.
Sure, they's come around. I don't know, every few days, maybe once a week. Come by a few shops and. Well, we've seen how much money they have after, so it's not like they're buying something. But no, they look mean, and those dogs. We're not going near those dogs. We're smarter than that.
Which shops do they usually go to?
Well, the one we've seen is that carpenter over by the marketplace, and then the mason shop right next to it.
Is that 3?
Yep.
So the carpenter is.
How often do you think they come by?
No. It's 4.
Like we said, sir, maybe somewhere between twice a week and every other week.
When's the last time they came by?
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
George just missed him.
When do you think that they'll be back?
We couldn't tell you. We avoid them.
Okay.
So what do you think? You boys like steaks?
Yes, sir. We never get food this good.
How would you like to get food this good all the time?
Serious?
Oh, yeah. We could use eyes around here.
Well, what exactly you need us to do, sir?
Use your eyes. Tell us when you see fellers like that you were talking about just a minute ago with the dogs. We want to find them.
I don't know why anyone want to find those guys.
I hold out the hammer.
Please, sir, we don't want
No,
no trouble.
not for you, for the dogs. Jeez.
The dog men, not the dogs.
We will make sure that you are compensated for it. And I'm sure Tierna will throw in an extra steak here and there.
Yeah.
So, Tierno started it. Roll persuasion. I'll give you advantage.
$14.
Mm.
Wait. Yeah, 14.
Just missed it.
We can't eat steaks if we're dead, sir.
Wait, if he gets advantage, does he get to roll the second
did.
time?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
Most of the time.
Dang
I
it.
did.
But he has no charisma.
Fair enough.
Or low charisma.
You take risks all the time.
Well, sure, but not with them.
We're not asking you to go near them. You want to know how I found you? By up high.
A pie?
Up high. You could always.
Wait, you could guess pie?
I'm sure
Steaks
you
and
would.
pies? I'm on board. Let's do it.
Meat pie.
We'll add pie to your steaks every time we see you. You could sneak around corners. You could go up on roofs and just simply watch. We're not asking you to go near them.
Don't interact. Just tell us when and where.
But what if they notice?
Have you been noticed yet?
You noticed us.
I'm special.
That's because you ran by me. Stop running by people and you won't have that problem.
But then how are we supposed to tell you when they come by?
I didn't think of that. Well, we got a friend.
Do I have any of that chalk from the other game?
Or no, is that, what's his name? Doesn't he hang out at the inn or something?
Khalid?
Khalid, yeah.
I mean, sometimes, but they've got their
Yeah.
Harper business.
Where are we staying?
The
The other place. Not
Elf Inn, the
Elf song?
Elf Song.
Tavern.
Elf Song Tavern. Yes, that's the one.
And that's what, number 1 or number
Yes,
22?
A1. Oh, you don't have. Well, you could see Area A. Yes.
Well, you can stop by the Elf Song Tavern and leave us a note with the bartender.
And you could just tell us that the seagull is flying. That would be your code.
You roll. Persuasion now.
20.
Well, I guess we can do that. I don't know what you'll do after that. I mean, by the time we get there, they might be long gone. But we could do that much if there's some steak and pie in it for us.
That's all we're asking.
We'll
Like,
definitely be mistaken.
give them a gold each to go find themselves some pie and scamper off.
Gold. Oh, that's a lot of pie.
Out of Tierna's bag.
And you
Pie
don't
and
even
going to the whorehouse.
you don't even
For
see
pie.
where the coin goes. It's just gone.
He'll eat comfortably for like a month.
That's the point.
Or like
They're
a
supposed
week.
to be telling us.
No, I think it's like a week.
Per
Like,
day, like,
well.
comfortable per day is 5 silver.
yeah,
So
yeah.
That's the point. They're
Modestly,
supposed
they
to
could eat
a
for
while.
like.
We're talking like street urchin.
Yeah.
They're not going to flash their gold. They know better than that.
They take off down this the street.
How much is? I always forget the.
That was fun.
It's 10.
I'm glad I remembered to check what spells I had.
While I was eating, can I take a short rest?
Yes, yes, certainly.
Do you need healing? Or are you gonna
Do you have
it all in
spell
here?
slots left?
I have 2. Don't I?
I would. Not burn
Did
his
we
house.
have?
House
Do you have a?
I believe you used
Oh, that is
one.
both of
Red
mine.
dice.
Yep.
Yeah, you're out.
Hey,
Yeah.
You want to?
Dice.
Did
Short
you
rest.
strike that one off?
I did.
Okay.
If I do a short rest, do I get to? No. It's
Nope.
Just okay, never mind.
Not unless you're a warlock.
Nope.
So I'm gonna take 1 hit die, maybe.
So at some point we'll have to do a long rest, but
Pray that I roll real good, I guess.
It's what, hit die plus con mod, I think.
so how much gold did you have?
I had D&D Beyond. I think I had 10 gold total.
Plus the
That's a good roll.
7 instead of the 8.
yeah.
So 17, and I gave them each one, so 15.
Yep.
So I'll say 14 since I bought everybody food,
It's not.
adding it to mine.
You aren't giving him his money back?
No.
Like I said, it's probably for the I forgot.
He needs something.
I
I'll
got
buy it
steak
for
right
him.
now.
That's
so
great.
Good to go.
All right.
And I rolled 8 and 3s, 11s. Back to
Ooh, nice.
feeling a little better.
Yeah. So you're all at the marketplace now.
So they already came. So I almost feel like we should just stake it out till we hear back from the boys. You know, we
Sure,
know where
see.
they come, where they
it's an
go.
eye. Thank God.
I think when we're ready to get a hold of some, we could still do some more investigation, I guess.
Okay. So go chat with the mason, and then we can go get a beer at the brewery.
Or Mason, or the carpenter, or the
Still
Emporium.
going to the
Oh, we still
Emporium.
haven't gone to the Emporium.
Is
Let's go to
Corbin,
the
is Corbin going to
Emporium.
the Emporium? I'm going to sit there and eat a steak. That's what I'm doing.
What time is it?
Well, it's 7:56 East Coast time.
Mid-afternoon or something?
Yeah, at this point, that was probably a good time for lunch anyway.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
chowing on steak on a steak.
Steak on a steak. Oh, yeah. Because they have just steak on a steak, like, shacks just throughout the city as of, 5 minutes ago when we came up with steak on a steak.
Little vendors with food
Yep,
carts.
exactly. Yep.
I'll send you a picture of some from tomorrow.
Let's go. Oh yeah, we're good, man. Let's go
That's
to
Yeah, I wanted to go, but I had tennis freaking
Sorry.
scheduled.
All right, let's go to the Emporium.
Sunday, I think.
Okay, so you're already in the neighborhood. You walk.
I'm hanging back, eat steak on a steak.
Just
for
take
the
it with
record.
you to go. That's why it's on a steak.
Oh, all right. I follow along, but I'm kind of distracted.
So the Emporium. You guys mean Sorceress Sundries, right?
Is that number 33?
Yes.
Is it not an Emporium?
I don't know where you got Emporium.
I don't know. You've been saying it for so often.
I'm pretty sure that was what you guys meant, but I was just gonna let it go.
I don't know where I got it. You said it.
Did I?
You said Emporium. I just went with it. Just like, okay.
I don't remember that.
Oh my.
All right.
Here's the thing. Whatever you say, Tierna's going to latch on to.
So you cross the marketplace and reach Sorceress Sundries, and the soft glow of magical multicolored lights illuminates exquisite stone floors and shelves throughout the store. At the center, a circular shelf towers above you, filled with bottles containing substances of a multitude of colors. A counter wraps around the display, so you've got like a circular counter around this center shelf, and protects the more delicate merchandise from Tierno.
Probably for the best.
So this is I would consider it personally to be garish. Tierno thinks he probably reminds him of a circus he fought in once.
It's pretty.
It's a blue and orange domed building, and you could see it's got quite a bit of foot traffic. Behind the counter, you see a human male in what are fairly obviously wizard's robes. And when you walk in, he's making change for a couple that are buying some potions. Cashes them out, and then they take their merchandise and leave. And, yeah. So who's walking in first?
I mean, I walk in.
Sure. Yes. Fine, sir. What can we do for you today at Sorcerer's Sundries?
Oh, got any, I'm looking for some healing potions if you have any.
Healing potions. Yes, of course. Is there, how many exactly would you be looking for?
I think probably just one of your small ones.
I don't know, man. You're pretty big. You might need two.
Certainly. We can do that. Would you like to look for any other items while you're here?
No, I think that's all I'm here for.
So, potion of healing. Yeah, I don't think they're that
50
low.
silver.
50 gold?
I thought the small ones was 50 gold.
I think
Yeah, that's
5e
not
po-
worth that.
5e pots are expensive, if I recall correctly.
I am not.
I was just looking at the handbook, and a healing potion was 50.
5e healing potion cost. Go, Google.
Unless I was looking at the wrong.
Yep, 50.
Yep. I'll take one of those off your hands.
Yes. And so you put your gold on the table. He pulls one out from behind the counter, sets it up for you, slides your gold into his hand, and deposits it as well into a hidden space behind the counter. And your friends here? Would you also be interested in healing potions, or perhaps something a little more exotic?
I'm looking for something a little more exotic.
Yes, certainly.
I need information.
Information?
I'm going to wander away at this point in time.
I'm eating steak.
I'd like to know if you've been experiencing difficulties with Zents.
Zents? Well, why would you think that I would have trouble with Zents?
I don't think anything. I'm just asking.
I don't know at all what you're talking about.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Wow.
They're kind of like hooligans, but they got dogs, man.
I'm sure.
I wasn't going to go there.
I kind of wander back up and say, so what do you have that's exotic?
Well, we have a selection of various wizard scrolls, potions of an assorted strength and utility. My personal favorite item is this fine alchemy jug, and he gestures to the center shelf, and of course the ever popular bag of holding. And I will send you the list of his total inventory after this session. I don't have it written up. I should have, because I knew this was the one place you guys would probably go to.
How much is the bag of holding?
500 gold. Alchemy jug, bag of holding, dust of disappearance, potion of clairvoyance, potion of climbing, potion of fire breath, potion of growth, potion of hill giant strength. And all of those vary. The cheapest is the potion of climbing at 50, and outside of the bag of holding, well, none of the potions are more than 200. That's the hill giant strength. Everything else is between 100 and 150.
Do any of us actually have that much money?
Side
chatter.
I don't think so at this moment.
I don't have any money.
It's in a bank for you.
All right.
Now, if he overhears you say, "I don't have any money," and at that his ears actually perk up, which might surprise you if you actually paid attention to such things. Well, if you're looking for money, we might be able to come to some sort of an arrangement. You seem like a rather capable fellow. If perchance you were to come across any locks of dryad, nymph, or siren's hair, I might be able to come to some sort of arrangement. I'm seeking such a fine item to craft a nymph's cloak.
All right.
Somebody putting that in the log.
So druid, you need some druid hair.
Dryad.
Nymph.
Drew.
Or
D-R-Y-A-D. No. Try it. I have no idea how to
It's
spell it.
D-R-Y-A-D.
So if you
Dryad.
Dryad.
Yeah,
And
dryad.
if you could find me this
It's like a druid, but drier.
if you could find me this last ingredient, I could purchase it from you for, say, 500 gold.
Wow.
Sounds like a fair deal. Where would you suggest I find one of these dryads?
Oh, if I knew that, good sir, I'd already have acquired it myself.
So it's a hide and seek game. How about nymphs? You know where to get a good nymph?
No.
I know
Are
that
they
you're
at the
never going to
Emporium?
get one.
And what's a siren anyway? Maybe you know.
It's a singer. She's going to turn you to stone.
Stone. I'm already stone, so.
This is true. So it might be the perfect thing for you to do while the rest of us shield our ears.
How about sirens? You know where to find sirens?
No.
Oh, all right. All right, but 500 gold if I find some hair, bring it back to you.
500 gold.
All right. I leave to go look for hair.
Are you looking
Wild
in
hair
the
or-
store?
No, outside.
Oh, okay.
Just around this.
Like on the ground, if there's any lying around?
You're not that dumb.
No.
You've
I don't know
got,
what else to
you've
do.
got average intelligence of normal.
Yeah.
You're not
But he's a
grog.
meathead. It's
I was about to
it's
say,
like-
what's his wisdom?
It's like,
Less.
it's like dealing
He's
with.
he is a negative wisdom.
Yeah.
It's
But-
like he's like dealing with like your average football player.
Insight.
So what I would suggest is open up Slack, and you will have the exact perfect example.
Right, what was his name in that
Oh God.
in Varsity Blues?
Yeah.
Billy Bob.
Billy
Billy
Bob. Pan. Fucking Pan.
That was my college roommate.
Oh man.
Kind of like everything, like not the football player, but just the physical look, the voice, the mentality, everything was my college roommate.
I'm glad to bring it back for you.
His name was Kelly.
Kelly.
Oh my.
Mr. T. Yeah, just looking around outside for hair. I'm like, yeah.
I'll go out to Tierno and say, shall we find somebody that can point us in the right direction?
For the hair?
Yes.
Sure. I don't really know where I'm looking.
Where is Javier Bardem or whoever is Jariel?
Javier. What?
I'm sorry, I have no idea who you're trying to.
Anthony
Jahira
Bourdain?
or Khalid?
No,
Where are you going with this?
Bardem, it's
Khalid,
like a-
Jahira?
Khalid, that's who I want.
That was amazing.
Emporium, Javier. You know,
Where's
let's just go
Javier?
looking for druids.
I mean, Jahira is a druid.
Well, let's start with Jahira. That's actually, I think, who I was thinking about when I said Javier.
You might try the inn.
Well, we're not going right there, right? Like,
No,
are you still inside?
I don't know.
we'll go ask
I feel like we didn't.
Jahira when we're
The-
ready
the Elf
to
Song
find
Tavern.
where
Not
to
the inn.
find herself a nymph.
I think we failed at that
Is that where we're going now?
investigation check there.
No, I think we need to finish checking around, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
With the mason and the
They're
carpenter.
in the Fae.
Well, yeah, of course they are. Tierno doesn't know that.
Well, I didn't either. That's why I was looking it up.
I mean, or maybe it's some place in between or something.
Well, that's fine, but that's
Possibly,
why
but-
I was looking it up, because I didn't even know. Are we looking for like a wood nymph in the woods, or?
I mean, possibly.
Yeah. So, should we go talk to the
In
mason
fact,
or
if
carpenter?
you would like to make a skill check to see if you remember seeing such creatures
Ooh,
in the
come on,
woods.
Mister, I've been around for 500 years or something.
Well, first tell me what check exactly you're making.
But you just told me. I'm
I
making a check to see if I've been in the woods.
but using what skill?
Oh,
history? Nature? Nature?
I have no arcana. I have no history.
Well, you don't even have nature.
I have insight, although the trait or whatever I have advantage on anything dealing with the time, like my time in the woods or about the woods. I'm trying to figure out where that is.
Description background. This is your Draconic Memories feature.
Description.
Intelligence, nature, or wisdom survival.
You
Or
have advantage on all intelligence, nature, wisdom, survival checks.
or
within the
arcana
Cloakwood.
or history.
It applies to any intelligence, arcana, and history involve recalling information about the Cloakwood.
Yep. So you're looking up about the Cloakwood.
All right, so arcana +0, history +0.
Roll 2 dice and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll do an intelligence check. Arcana, history, they're both
History.
the same.
History makes much more sense here than
Yay!
15.
15.
Yes.
Okay, so drawing back on your memories, you know that those creatures wouldn't necessarily be native to the Cloakwood, although it wouldn't be outside of the realm of possible for a druid to have drawn one in from the Fae.
Okay.
So you have seen a dryad within the Cloakwood before, but they're not native there, no.
Notice how quiet it is without the AC and the dehumidifier going.
Did you say Goblin's Brewery?
Guthrie's.
Pops up.
And you were told that they're I'm sorry. No, wrong name. The brewery. No, it was the Lucky Foot Brewery.
It's working good for me.
And you know they're halflings.
No, it's working fine.
All right. Elf Song Tavern is number 1.
What are you working on right there? What is the? What is this? What is it? Is it the Chromebook?
It's an $800 Chromebook, man.
All right, so who's doing what now?
Are we going to the Mason or to the Carpenter or no? You
Or
didn't
the
learn
brewery?
anything, you wanted to go to the brewery?
Eventually.
No, I was just I saw on your sheet that you were putting building numbers, and so I added the Lucky Foot Brewery at number 13.
I just figured we're gonna do
Do
3,
I see
4,
any more
13.
hooligans or anything with dogs on the way? I'm walking towards the Carpenter and
Let's find out.
the Mason and the Carpenter right next to each other, right?
Yeah. And the brewery's actually right there too. They're all three of them.
Yeah.
Do you see anything? No.
Okay.
Random. Yeah, you're going past the marketplace. There's plenty of market
Okay.
transactions occurring, but nothing.
Nothing else.
Nope.
Place.
You do see a cat at one point, but not a dog. No.
Is that? I wasn't paying attention to the screen.
I'm looking for dogs. So.
I think Rich was on the stream.
Tony's lane. All right.
Talking about his breastplate.
So which one was first? The Masons first at 03? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From where we're walking from, Mason's first, and then
I walk up to the Mason's door and knock.
I'm making sure I have this tracked down right. Tierno was offered a paying task, 500 gold pieces, to find the hairs of a dryad.
Or nymph, or...
Dryad, nymph, or siren.
I don't know. It's working for you though, right?
We're in a sea town, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the brewery question.
Have you all
Ages
seen
of
a siren?
lore. Has there been any lore about around town?
But you're at the mason shop?
Yes,
You just
we're not
knocked
there
on the
yet.
door?
I knocked on the door. I jiggled the handle because nobody answered, or if they did.
I didn't say no one answered.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got...
Got distracted.
Yes. Come in, come in.
I open the door. Walk inside.
All right.
Oh, good Mason. How you doing, sir?
Fine day to you as well. I am Guthrie Masonby. This is my establishment. May I ask, are you?
Guthrie, it's good to meet you, man. Man of my man of my stature needs a good Mason around, you know. I lift up my shirt and my chainmail. I got a bit of a bruise here. I'm wondering if you could take a look at it.
What exactly are you looking for me to do?
Well, like, you work with stone and stuff, right?
Tuck point. Tuck point my belt,
Yes.
You patch this up. I'm down 2 hit points. I figured maybe he could help.
Down to 2? Is that what
No,
you
I'm
said?
down 2.
You're,
A little healing spell. I got a little
but
bruising, you know.
you're rocky, but you're not actually rock, are you?
No, but like, you know. I'm an earth elemental. Like half earth elemental.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
know.
feel like I got rock in the veins. I'm like, you know, I self-identify as rock.
Yeah, I get what you're going for. I'm just not sure there's any way he could actually do it. And he's
You're making me uncomfortable.
okay. And he walks over to you and pokes you right where you were gesturing.
Yeah, that's the spot, man. It's like a big welt.
And there's probably like some like cracks right around because it was a warhammer. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like a bludgeoning than a, you know, cutting.
yeah. So he goes off and comes back with his tools and and you'll pay me for this, right?
Well, she can.
How much?
Well, I don't know. How much will it cost to fix this up?
I'd set some boundaries
Stop
on
the DM!
what you can get paid for
How about 10
versus
silver
what,
pieces?
what can go...
No, 1 silver piece? 10 silver pieces.
10
How many
like-
is
so
in
a
gold?
Put
No,
like a
one
salve on
silver
it or
piece.
something?
1
or-
silver piece. He's stone, it's silver.
2 gold for the cosmetics.
1. And you have a deal.
Roll persuasion.
Oh, 18 plus
Done.
2, 20.
Done. And so he
Hand you 1 coin.
starts like mixing up some of that what is it, mortar? Isn't that what they put in between bricks?
Tuck pointing, yeah.
He mixes up a small little like cup of that and then just starts like applying it to Tierno's abs. And then like sands it down a little bit.
They look smooth now.
And then he just hands out his hand for payment.
1.
Apparently, Rich was on.
He was. That's back when we were buying
Pretty
breastplates.
old.
So,
That was pretty good.
Oh, God.
is
Thank
there
you, my good man.
anything else I can do for you?
Yeah, well, at the same time, we were looking. They're not hooligans, right?
Zents.
Yeah, we're looking for some guys with dogs, and we heard they've been messing with people around here, and we're trying to track them down.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, see, everybody we talk to says that, and then turns out most of them do. So, is there something that we could maybe convince you to talk to us a little bit? Because we've been running into brick walls, and I know you Masons, you hate it when brick walls get all busted up.
We're just here to help.
We're not looking to cause you any trouble. We are looking for information because we've been tasked with trying to rid the city of them. But we're not looking to cause you any trouble. We're just information that can help us find them, but not tell us directly anything. We're fine with that. But
And you think information can't cause trouble? You clearly have not been in this city very long.
true. But the people that have tasked us with this have been, and they're worried, and they've said, go forth, find them, and let's get rid of them.
And who is it exactly that has tasked you with this?
See, I'm not providing information to you if you're not providing information to me.
Well then, gentlemen, I don't see that we have any further business here.
All right, well, you fix my abs again later, though, if they get busted up.
Very well.
All right.
And he gestures you out of the building.
Yeah.
Are there other people in the room or just him?
Oh no, it's just him.
So that question becomes, is he in on it?
When
Or is
he
he just trying to protect himself?
when he took the money, did I see where he put it?
Well, it's just like a gold, so his pocket.
Just in his pocket. Does he appear to have like a book or a ledger or something?
You don't see any of that in this room. There is a door in the back, but that's...
Do you have a restroom before I leave?
No, milady.
Do you know where the closest one is?
I'm sure any inn would have a chamber pot for you.
Thank you. I try. I guess
I'll
we're
walk out
heading
the door.
to the next. Heading over to Carpenter.
Okay.
I jiggle the handle on his door as I leave.
Just
So
because you want to jiggle the handle. Exactly.
you just jiggle the handle on everything.
Just randomly, just jiggle the handle.
So this is a obviously aged building, but like immaculately kept wooden building. A simple sign above the door says Carpenter.
Wooden building.
Yes, as you might expect from
A carpenter.
a carpenter. I didn't mention it, but the mason's shop is stone.
Fair enough.
Are these dogs wolves by any chance?
No.
Just checking. Because, you know, this little piggy built his house out of wood sticks. This little piggy built his house out of-
That was not the... No, I wasn't going for a joke there.
I walk up and knock on the door.
Yes, come in, we're open.
I jiggle the handle.
Just
Yes,
open it.
come in.
Walk in.
And you see a young man standing behind a counter. There's all sorts of carpentry merchandise, like out on display here, tables, an armoire, chairs, carpentry. Hello, good afternoon, sirs, milady. I'm a oral carpenter. Is there anything we can do for you?
We are here. We've been traveling through the city looking for some.
Well, before he gets started, I'm going to interrupt. Is there a side room somewhere?
To go speak in, or so you can have your business?
So I can go wander around and look before you get us thrown out again.
Oh, so you're not talking to the carpenter?
No. Yeah. I mean, I'm just.
You want to know what the room looks like.
Yes.
So there is another door behind the counter. Jeez. But this is all one large display area.
And what's on the displays?
As I said, you've got tables, chairs, furniture of all sorts of wooden varieties. Some one corner has some like children's toys that you would expect. Blocks. Blocks. There's no reason to get mad about it. Maybe a couple wooden dolls.
I go wander over to the kids section while he's talking. Go ahead.
I watch her do that, and I walk to the other side of the room and sit in the smallest chair I can find.
Oh my god.
Okay, I feel like there's got to be a skill check somewhere in here.
As I do it, I'd like to cast Pass Without a Trace on the party.
You have that? That's a thing you have?
I do.
He's just gonna show up on the crashing to the floor on the other side of the room. No one knew he was there until the chair breaks.
Well, I use it on the party. Everyone gets +10 to stealth checks for 1 hour.
Oh, never mind.
So this does
And I
have
sit on
a...
the chair. In a not so stealthy manner.
So this does have a verbal and somatic component to it. So it's not exactly the stealthiest thing to do in the middle of this room.
No, I'm not trying to be stealthy. But I'm casting Pass Without a Trace on the party.
Yes, and he hears you...
Go to the other side of the room and sit in the chair.
He hears you doing your casting and looks at you strangely like...
And then the chair crashes under me.
And when that happens, I roll stealth. I don't know how many extra do I get for that.
10.
24.
And Roger, you may speak.
He is completely distracted by Tierna over here. What are you doing?
Can I sneak into the room now?
You better be prepared to pay for that.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let me put it back together for you. And I turn around and start trying to piece it back together.
And it's just
Talk to her for the money.
No.
Oh, I did not say that.
It's not that dumb.
And he's just like, you're clearly, you're like trying to put like half of a leg on top of half of a leg, and it's just, you don't even have anything to fasten it with, so it's clearly not working.
Nope.
And Oral's just, what are you? I have enough problems right now without you coming in here and destroying my merchandise.
Oh, man, my bad.
This is when you should go into your spiel as I'm sneaking into the back room.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're telling me how to do my job.
The door is locked.
Can I? Oh, I have sleight of hand. Does that count for lockpicking?
No. You could attempt to pick the key off of him.
Okay.
Jesus. This is all going down now. We're getting to the party. I hope you're watching.
17, and I'm stealthy.
17.
For sleight of hand.
Yeah, you get the key off of him.
Woohoo!
Okay, this is going to get messy for me. I need to duplicate this page.
Great success.
It'll be fine. I got this.
Speaking of your troubles, we have been going around town looking for information. And what we're looking for are the Zents.
And as soon as you say the name, you can just see a shadow fall over his face. Like, it's painfully obvious.
We understand that they've been causing trouble around here, and the people who tasked us with this mission have asked us to find them and rid the city of them. Do you have any information that can help us in this quest?
Roll persuasion.
One or twice?
Once.
10.
10's all you need.
Oh, persuasion. Wait. 10's all I need. Great. But what's my actual
-4.
persuasion?
+1.
11.
Yeah.
We're some charismatic motherfuckers.
What's that?
Pure charisma.
Who's
Oozing
got
with it.
actual charisma in this? Nobody. Like,
I have.
I'm
M
negative.
does.
M
you're
does,
negative.
yeah.
I have.
M's got
I have
loads
plus-
of it.
+1
Right,
charisma.
okay, you're-
I'm a Dexy kind of
That's
guy.
M's game.
Those. So.
use your finger. Is it touchscreen?
And then you see him walk over after all this muttering. He goes over to the front door,
Internet.
opens it, looks outside, closes, and then locks it.
Because it's been.
And then turns around to face all of you. What are at this point? I assume you're hiding behind the counter.
That was my plan.
Yeah. So I just wanted to know where you're at the time.
But I'm changing my thought process. So I haven't actually done anything yet.
I know,
So I'm
I know.
listening, going,
I know, but
I may not have needed to do this.
no, you didn't. But you've complicated things quite nicely.
Yes, I have.
Kind of like she just, stood up on a bar and said, "Come at me."
Those bastards have been shaking down all of us in this side of town for weeks.
Does that include the Mason next door?
Yeah, that spineless coward.
Yeah, he's an asshole, by the way. Look what he did to my stomach. So it's flat. I used to have abs.
Oh my.
Yeah. They're taking money from Guthrie, too. Although, he's too much of a coward to try and do anything about it. I'd be up for doing more, but last week they took my old man. So, not too much I can do.
And that's when I stand up and be like, "Oh, look what I found on the floor." To hand it to you. And at
would've just left it
the
in the
same
bar.
time, I say, "Who's Guthrie and where did they take your old man?"
Guthrie is the Mason next door.
Is he? Oh, sorry. Then I skip that part and I say,
Oh, wait, is that oral?
"I heard this fall and I picked it up off the floor for you." And I hand him the key, and then I say, "So where did they take your father? Perhaps we can help." Kind of hoping he wouldn't notice that.
And he is able to point out where his father is. So that would be, they got him locked up in a building opposite side of town. I know that much. It's 21 on your maps.
What is just a building, just a.
Yeah, that's the Zentarim's prison where they're holding their.
So that's like right behind the elf song.
Well, that would explain a lot.
It is, though there is that road between them.
Well, yeah, but I mean.
Yeah, it's that end of town.
Yeah.
How long's your dad been there?
I told you they picked him up about a week ago now. Haven't seen him since.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah. So, hey, if you can get him back, I'll throw in 50 gold for you.
50 gold.
I mean,
I would call the chair a wash.
yeah, of course. You get
My
him
bad,
back.
man.
We're square and then some.
I'm clumsy.
Yeah.
Is that 50 gold
Except
each?
not at all.
You know,
50 gold total.
I'd love to, but man, I'm just a carpenter, you know?
Yeah, he's not Mason or anything. Give him a break.
speaking of, if you want to get in quiet like, I know Guthrie's got maps for all of the below ground work in the city,
Really?
including the sewers. Now, he should have all those maps down in the basement of his house. And back when we were on speaking terms, there's a shared tunnel that goes between my house and his.
So we can sneak into his house, grab those maps, and then we can get into the prison and get your dad out.
If you're up for it.
You know how to get into Guthrie's house?
Yeah, I'm saying
There's just a tunnel. We
Yeah.
just go right on.
yeah.
All clandestine
Perfect.
like.
Do you know?
Did you ever do anything like
do
this
you
in
know
your
if
army?
Presents know of this
Did a lot of
underground tunnel
tunneling.
network?
Yep.
Well, the sewers. I mean, the sewers go all over the city. You can see them. They're
if-
under all the roads.
Just if they haven't cowed, then he may have already proffered
and-
the maps. And
On this map, all of those little dark spots in the streets, those are sewer grates.
Oh, cool.
You know what? I like your style. Let's go right now. No, really, I'm ready. Let's go right now. We're ready.
I think we need to gather, M and Javira.
Let's just go get the maps right now.
Let's
We're ready.
do the maps.
The maps.
There's maps underground.
That might
Yeah.
be dinner time.
In that
Yeah,
chump next
Guthrie's-
door's house. We just go right over there. We grab them maps. We get out.
Don't you think we should try and see if he leaves first before we go in?
I don't care.
The dude's right. We just left the Mason. He's working still.
He's
right?
upstairs. He gives us any shit. We hit him on the head.
What are we talking about? He lives. Well, I guess they live in their shops.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Are you like lawful good?
I am.
Look, we go down there. We grab the maps and we get out. If he gives us any shit, I'll hit him on the head, and then we'll leave.
Is there any way that you could ask him to go have dinner with you, or is there any valid reason he
I'll
would
tell you
want to
what.
come
You
with
go
you?
upstairs, talk to Gunther, or whatever his name is. And what's the carpenter's name?
Guthrie.
The
no,
carpenter.
the carpenter.
Oh, that's
Oral.
Oral.
Oral?
Oral Carpenter.
Oral.
Orel.
You just now figure that out.
Me and Oral are going downstairs to get them maps.
Like moral oral.
Moral Oral. Oral Johnson. What's the school? From
Yeah, oral
Roberts.
Oral Roberts. there we
Oral
go.
Roberts or something.
And I believe that's what moral oral was based
Moral
on.
Oral
Kind of like
Roberts.
making fun of Oral Roberts.
What are you guys talking about?
I have no idea.
Corbin knows how to handle these tunnels. We go down there, we grab the maps, and we get out. You go distract him.
Yeah. Now, the only problem is going to be that I know the door on his side is going to be locked. I got the key from my side, but not for his.
I hold up the hammer. I got a key.
All right.
Didn't she
Okay,
just give
so
you back
I
a
would rather. I will go over and I will see if he will join me for dinner and if I can take the key, because that's better than you slamming him on the head with the stupid hammer.
Or slamming the door.
It's not the head slam we're worried about.
Any slamming, really.
You go be polite, like. We'll wait here. And I wink it. I like blatantly wink at Jimbo.
I just roll my eyes and don't get in trouble. And I go next door to knock again.
I start stretching.
Oral, she's right. And I tie him up and then smack him on the head.
What?
You did that to Oral?
What?
I'm not there, so I don't care.
It's for his own good.
You tie him up?
Yeah, take his key and tie him up.
Okay.
Like he's been mugged or something. Come on, man. He can't be found. We're gonna go knock that door down and take them things. She ain't.
What?
So,
What? No.
and when you start to grab Oral, yeah, he's resisting. It's wait, whoa,
Oh,
what are you trying
calm
to
down,
do?
Oral. Listen. you are right. You know, your buddy next door, we used to be friends. You want to be friends again, right? So we're going to tie you up and look like you got robbed. We're going to go in through the basement. We're going to smash that door down and take those things, and he won't know the difference. He'll think you got robbed too, and Bob's your auntie.
I guess that could work.
Oh my goodness.
You're taking him to dinner or something.
But
right?
I'm next door and knocking on the door.
so roll persuasion for me.
11.
Now, how do I know you're not actually going to rob me after you have me tied up?
Man, I'm rich. You see all the money she's got? She's fancy dressed.
That's not how money works. She can have money. That doesn't mean you do.
She's got my money.
Then that means she's rich, not you.
I look confused.
Not only that, you can be rich from taking other people's money, which would be robbing people.
I don't want your damn money, man. I want to help your dad.
Sure, but you don't need to tie me up to do that. Here, I'll let you in to my half the basement, and then whatever happens, happens.
All right. We're going to the basement.
All right. So he goes over, takes the key that I'm assuming you left on the table or counter. He's a little confused by that, but there's more important things going on.
Exactly.
He unlocks the basement, and you can see this is like where his he's got a small bedroom down here as well, because these people live where they work. He's got a workshop down there, woodworking tools, saws, that sort of thing. And then you've got another. He's actually built like a bookshelf and put it in front of the door to the tunnel because he's mad at Guthrie. But he there's not even anything on it, and he just like takes it and moves it over.
Okay.
So you've got another door there. He uses the same key, unlocks it, and says, "Best of luck to you." And heads back upstairs.
I like to roll stealth and then go in the tunnel. But do you need to...
Yeah, with that, we'll go back up to...
So I've knocked on the door now.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't think we need to roll stealth.
I'm going to roll stealth.
'Cause we're gonna be
So,
Knock a little harder.
and Guthrie says, yes, come in. We're open.
Oh, yes, thank you. I open the door and go on in.
As soon as he sees you come back in, he immediately kind of tenses up. Yes.
So I had a few questions that I wanted to ask you without my party members here because I didn't want them to know some things about me. Or questions that I'm asking you. Do you know anything about sarcophaguses?
Sarcophaguses?
Sarcophagi?
I don't know.
I believe it actually is sarcophagi. People in this city tend to be buried in coffins. You're probably going to have better luck at the carpenter next door.
Yes, but I'm not actually interested in wood. I'm more thinking about stone sarcophagi.
Sarcophaguses.
Whether or not you might be able to make one.
I certainly could. May I ask what this is for?
My death.
For someone to be laid to sleep?
Whom exactly?
You!
Well, see, I have these dreams of what I would consider to be mine, and I would like to have it created, but I need to, kind of flesh it out a little bit more.
Okay, and what material would you like this object to be made in?
So I was thinking maybe marbly, maybe some stones. But I was
marble is a stone, yes.
So, but I was hoping, like, I'm assuming you have some ability to draw, right? Because you make some fine creations. So I was thinking maybe I could sit down with you, maybe buy you a drink or some food and tell you about what I've seen, and maybe you could sketch it while we talk so that I could see if it looks like what it is in my head.
Roll persuasion.
18. Plus, I know the gold ones are good. 20.
Okay. Wow, 20. With that, he pauses for a moment and then says, well, assuming this is a paying job, as long as you're willing to cover my consultation fee, I suppose we could come to an arrangement.
Absolutely. 2 gold for consultation?
Roll persuasion again.
19. And I'll buy you dinner.
Very well, very well.
Okay. Where shall we go? I've already eaten at the steak, so let's pick someplace else.
You've eaten, have you?
No, this morning for lunch.
Like an hour ago.
Thing. Eaten. I watched other people eat at Steak on a Steak. I'd like to go someplace else.
Let's go to Ruth Chris's.
Perhaps something that's, uses utensils and not just, a steak.
There is a bakery just behind my shop. Let's go there.
Sounds good. Lead the way.
And he takes you out down that staircase behind the building to 28. That is bakery.
Bob the Baker.
Laura the baker, actually.
Yeah, Laura Baker, probably her name. 28. Everyone's been.
Meanwhile, in the Batcave. So you said you were rolling stealth?
Yeah.
What you got?
13.
Okay, 13.
That's with disadvantage.
That's a pretty darn good roll.
Trace, because I figured.
Oh, so you got 3.
Yeah. not great.
All right.
I tiptoe down there.
I'm with him, not stealthily.
And so do you have anything to light the room up with?
Yeah, where's some...
Because it is a dark room on the other side of the...
Like black? Like.
Well, yeah, it's an underground tunnel, so yes.
I have a torch.
Yeah,
I have 10 torches.
there is a torch in the room you're currently in.
I have a tinderbox.
Yeah.
You could take that torch with you.
Okay.
All right. So so you walk in with the torch. This room's a squalid mess with dirt scattered everywhere along the floor. You hear odd clicking and dragging noises from the shadows on the far side of the room.
Are you with us? Yep. I sneak across the room toward the other door. You carrying the torch?
Uh-huh.
I'm leading the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Shield in one hand, hammer in the other.
And as you step into the room, you feel you hear a snap, and roll a dex saving throw for me.
Forgot about traps.
I didn't, but I
Not
wouldn't
that-
look for him. So.
Not that there's anything we could do about it.
Dex.
Yep.
That would be 12.
All right. You feel the metal teeth of a bear trap slam onto your leg, and you'll take. Yeah, this will work.
Damage.
Woo!
Uh-oh.
6 damage.
Clamps down on my leg.
Max damage roll, buddy.
Guthrie, you son of a bitch! Stealth is gone. Pissed.
And you are restrained as long as that bear trap is attached to your leg.
All right.
And with that, we're going to need to roll initiative as well.
Well, I'm not here.
No, you're not.
Let me guess. He's got dogs.
Ooh, excuse me.
Dags.
9. Do we have a sheet going already?
Yeah. Same sheet from last time.
Yes, but we wanted to use other session.
Yeah, we can get a new tab in there.
Yeah.
I will let someone else who has more experience managing the sheets do that.
Are you doing that, Roger? Because I'm still trying to find a sheet.
It's under low on mana folder,
Yeah, the Baldur's Gate.
and then the Baldur's Gate folder, battle log or
Combat log.
Combat log.
All right, good.
Can't believe that rolled a 6.
That's it's cool.
I should just take an average value. I should do that more.
So we in session 3 tab?
Yep.
All right. Initiative tracker. 4.
4. Oof. So
I rolled up. I got 9. Jimbo got a 4. Corbin got a...
okay, and
5 total.
5.
5.
and the Karen crawler in the room has a 12.
Carrion crawler?
Yes.
That sounds bad.
Especially with your leg in a trap.
Just one.
Sometimes,
It's just a flesh wound.
sometimes you get the bear. Sometimes the bear trap gets you.
So, it goes first, so this will be perfect. The first thing it does is it uses
Smiles.
its bonus action to drag you because you're attached to the bear trap. It drags you in, and you realize that one, all these bear traps in the room are attached with chains to each other, and two, the Karen crawler itself is also trapped in a bear trap.
Ah.
Cool.
So it's dragging me and all the chains and bear traps around behind it.
Well, because you're basically attached to it,
Yeah.
it's just like pulling you in on this chain. It's got you on a hook, and it's pulling you in.
What does a carrion crawler
That's
look
what I was
like?
about to go to. So a Karen crawler, for those of you who don't know, is a large, almost like a caterpillar type creature, only up at the top it's got these big long tentacles under its mouth. It's
Tentacles or pincers?
tentacles.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's sort of a tannish, brownish color. They're pretty disgusting, kind of slimy.
Okay.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
All right. So it's pulling me in.
Yep.
Got it.
So it pulls you into it and then lashes out with its tentacles and maw, I guess you could call it. So it's 2 attacks, one with the tentacles, one with its bite. So the tentacles first.
And your healer is not with you.
And
20 to hit.
Hit.
Yep. 4 poison damage, and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
24.
Yeah, you're good. And then it's bite. 9 to AC.
Not a hit.
All right. So the tentacles lash out at you, and you feel their sting, but you resist the poison that is just dripping off of these things. And then the bite goes wide as well.
Okay.
And Jimbo or Tierno? How's the order on this going?
Yeah. Goes Jimbo then me, I think.
No.
What?
I'm
last.
no, I'm sorry.
Yep.
12, and then Tierno, then me, and then Jimbo.
Okay. So, Tierno next.
Yeah. And I'm still... What is restrained? That's what I'm trying to...
Basically, you can't move.
So I'm stuck, but
So-
it has
so
pulled
is
me
it.
into melee range.
Actually, we're not even going to say restrained, because that's not quite accurate. Basically,
Like grappled?
you can't move further than the 10 feet that the chain gives you. So it's not quite restrained. It's just you can't get
I'm
further
stuck
away
in
than that.
location.
Well,
got
you
about
could...
a 10-foot
It,
chain.
exactly. You've got the length of the chain to play with.
Can I tell whether or not it is still hurting me, or is it just hurt me?
The bear trap?
Yeah, is it just...
I mean, it's not going to do further damage to
Okay,
you.
that's
It's
what
just
I'm
latched on.
All right, yeah. So I take a swing with the warhammer, and I'm still cussing about Guthrie. Gunther, you son of a bitch! That's a miss. 6 to attack,
Yep, that'll miss.
and I think that's my turn. Go ahead.
Okay. Corbin.
All right, I am going to get out my bow. I have dark vision, so even if the flame is not around me, I should be able enough to see the carrion crawler.
You took the torch in the room with you, so I'm not worried about that.
All right.
I'm assuming it's probably on the floor over
Dropped
back
it,
where you
probably.
got chomped.
He dropped it.
I'm sure
He was
I
carrying it.
dropped it so I could get my swords.
I mean, he doesn't even have to drop it until his turn. Anyway, what you got?
11.
Nope.
It'll be a long day, boys.
And finally, Jimbo.
I'm just gonna find a different set of dice.
Move over to my rocky friend here, and I work on the bear trap.
Okay.
Try to open the bear trap.
All right. We'll say. So how are you trying to open it? Just yep. Okay. Strength.
17.
That'll do. You can just barely get your leg out.
Strength as of an athletics strength, because it'll be 19 if it's athletics. I just added my strength.
Yeah, either way.
Okay.
Athletics is probably right. So you barely get the jaws open.
Hi.
That was Nick.
It's
Oh,
Nikki.
Nikki's on. She woke up.
She just woke up. Oh, that's adorable.
They're fighting without. Oh wait, they're fighting without their healer. It's going to be bad.
Healers.
Healers.
Yeah, we have no healers.
I'm on a date, so.
And Tierno's just able to get his ankle out before your grip slips and it slams back shut.
And I say, let's back away. If it's restrained, we might want to rethink this tactic. And I guess I risk taking an opportunity attack if I'm close. If
Yes,
I'm that close, I'm going to
you
use
would-
the rest of whatever movement I have to get away, try to get outside of the chains area.
Okay, and it will take that opportunity attack with its tentacles. Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit. 15 plus 8 is gonna do it.
Yep.
Yeah, 23. You take 3 poison damage, and you need to make that a same Constitution saving throw.
And this is just plus con mod. How about a 16?
Yep, you're good.
And it was how many damage? 4?
No, 3. Yep.
This could be a quick trip, boys.
Yeah, the tentacles hit easy, but they don't hit hard. But they poison. Anyway, you do manage to resist the poison and back out of its range.
And I think that's gonna be everything I do.
But now it's the Karen Crawler's turn. It can only get to Tierno, so that's who it's going to
So
go
far
for.
we've done no damage to the crawler.
That is correct. 18.
Miss.
And then the bite.
Shield.
Even worse. Substantially worse. 12. All right. That's all it can do. So, top of the order, Tierno.
You want me to back away?
Tierno doesn't understand the concept. He has this new hammer. He wants to try it out.
What is this regroup thing you're talking about?
I mean, you're skilled in the ways of war, right? I don't know.
I'm a gladiator, bro.
Yeah, okay.
It's more of a showman than a soldier.
We'll drag your body
Put
out.
on your costume.
He always has it on.
I don't
It
have
hasn't been
anymore.
made yet.
Oh, that's right.
My old one's burnt up.
Yup.
Okay, I will. All right.
I made my suggestion.
I swap.
Why is-
I swap the hammer for a throwing axe and I disengage and back away.
All right.
Yeah, I disengage and then I back away as far as I can move.
Yep. Out of its range.
Well, it's unclear to me that it cannot move. So
It
it
is latched onto the bear trap. You can see that much.
That it is stuck
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, it's stuck to
It
the.
drugged me on a bear trap,
Yes.
so my bear trap moved.
Yes.
Okay. I disengage and back away,
I see what you're getting at.
and I get across. I get as far as I can away from it across the room. Say, all right, what's the plan? And I'll hold up my hammer, my axe, like I'm gonna throw it at it.
Don't die.
Fight it if he comes, or
Who's
run.
up?
I don't know.
It's still flying. So it's my turn.
Yeah.
So then
And at the end of this round, we'll jump to
date.
yep, Norland for a
Date night.
bit. So what you got, Corbin?
In the meantime, I was getting another arrow and going again. This may not turn out so good. 15.
15 hits.
Sweet. For a whopping 6 damage.
6 damage. All right.
Booyah.
And next is
Jimbo.
yep, Jimbo.
I'm ready an attack if it comes in. If it comes into hostile range and it's still hostile, I'm readying attack.
All right.
And not moving, just staying ground, ready.
And that brings us to the end of the round. So Norland.
I guess. Well, that's it during the round, right?
No. Well,
Is
it's
that-
between
Between your turn.
now and your next turn. Yeah.
Next turn.
Okay.
Alright, so
Oh. Ding ding.
guess I'm gonna send. So I've been
Get some croissants.
Sure.
the big
I've
croissant.
I'm is it a sit down or like I go up to the counter and order and then sit down or
Go up to the counter kind of deal. There's no seats in the actual bakery, but there is seating outside available.
okay, to the side that's farthest away from his shop.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly.
Like a little cafe.
It's like
Yeah.
a really good thing. Well, so what would you like? It's on me since you're going to, be drawing this for me.
Oh, yes. Well, you know what? I'll treat myself.
I presume she's applying her lady charms.
Do I have any?
I don't know.
And he tells the man behind the counter, Froth, can I have one of your wife's lovely cinnamon rolls?
That sounds delicious. Make it 2. And do you have some tea?
If he's froth as she had.
Yeah. So the man's name is Froth Lackhands.
Froth lack hands?
Yes.
Does he not have hands?
Funny enough, no, he doesn't.
Oh.
So he nods to you, and I don't even know how much a cinnamon roll cost. Let's say 2 silver for the 3
Silver.
full meal.
Delicious.
And you see when he reaches out to take your money, he actually has wooden hands, like polished wood hands.
Oh, that's quite unusual. May I ask who made your prosthesis?
Oh, these things.
Speak tonight.
Actually got him from Oral's family, the
Oral
carpenter
Roberts.
Oh.
over there. Yeah, lost both my hands in a expedition to Chal, ugly place. Yeah, jungle's just thicker than you could imagine, and I'd rather not get into it again.
Understood. They are quite nice.
Better than nothing, I suppose. And he goes back, grabs a couple of plates, and you can tell, I mean, he's a little clumsier, but he's had to have dealt with this for a while. And because he's able to bring back 2 plates of cinnamon rolls and set them down, and then takes a second trip for the tea.
The tea. Awesome. Shall we go sit outside in the beautiful whatever's remaining of the day?
Is it beautiful?
I don't know. I'm assuming.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
And
Cinnamon
you two
rolls
go
for dinner.
sit down, eat your start eating your cinnamon rolls, and we'll go back to the Karen crawler that hisses menacingly and attempts to dive at the 3 of you, only to come to the edge of its chain as
Leash.
like
Blink.
a couple of the bear traps are still like nailed down, so it can't quite get to you. And you see its tentacles, they've got a long 10-foot reach, and they come up right up to you, but can't quite connect.
Yeah.
Mmm.
And now it's just shooting fish in a barrel. Or is it?
Probably not.
I mean,
Just leave it and walk by. Oh, you can't hear me.
Does it look like I can get around him at all, or not? Is he like dead center?
I mean, he's fairly central. With what
it
reach
can't
he...
be that big of a room. I mean, it's
No.
a basement. Or
Yeah.
Something.
It's a tunnel. Now it's a little bigger than you're thinking, because one side has like caved in.
That's where the carrying crawler came from.
Yeah, exactly. And you could see like it's not a total cave in, but like the side of the wall has been like tunneled through. That's the point I was trying to make. But with what mobility it does have, it would probably be able to
I mean, we
corner
can
you if you made a
test
move.
its radius at this point. I say we take the opportunity to modify our plan here.
I agree, and I throw a hand axe at it.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 6.
Clang, clang.
Goes wide.
7.
Yep. No. That one.
Does it magically come back to your hand, or is it gone?
Oh no, it's gone. It's just a hand
Well,
axe.
it's in the room. It's not like it exploded.
understood.
I just
Run around it and play freaking keep away.
So it leans down low and it goes sailing over its head.
2 javelins.
Next
I'll get over some
is Corbin, you've got a bunch of arrows, right? You can do this all day.
All right. Once again, go and shoot those fish.
Have a crow, have a crossbow.
13 hits.
For 7 damage.
Nice. Getting there. And my dear, since you're listening in, we'll do... I'm thinking of something we can run for you on the side while they've been doing this adventuring.
It's a side quest.
Yep.
Word. Yeah, I don't even know what it is.
Shenanigans is what I would call it.
Sort of
It's
the main quest.
Pure shenanigans.
Oh, it gets us the maps to the... I don't even...
Yeah.
I feel like we should go on the front door at this point.
She dropped
Jimbo, last one in the round.
So I was readying so I can use my reaction
But
before my...
no, because the trigger never came up, so that's just a loss.
Am I allowed to... I think if the trigger doesn't happen, I can still do an attack before the end of something?
I know you can't in 4E. I didn't think you could in 5.
I don't think you can in 5 either.
I thought I've seen it done. I think it's by the end of the round. If the thing you were waiting for to happen, you could just make an attack. But we were already. I was the end of the round. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work. But
Yeah, we're just gonna say for now it's loss.
I'm gonna. What do I need to do to get to arm my crossbow? A light crossbow. Does that take my something? My action or is it a bonus? Bonus?
Yeah, we'll say that takes your bonus action.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable enough.
And how does loading and shooting a light crossbow work?
So I believe
Would it have an arrow like sitting in it when without?
you're not moving any, I assume. So we'll say for the purposes of moving this along, you can get your crossbow out, load it, and take a shot.
I'd like to take a crossbow shot.
Yep.
And I need to. How can I equip that and that? Yeah. And then actions. Okay. 19.
19 hits.
Proper ranged weapon and everything.
Since you already got the number on the nose, 13's the number.
5 damage. 4 damage.
-1 dex? No, you've got decent dex. Did you just misread it?
What do you mean? What?
You said 5, no 4. I was curious why it went down.
My damage mod for the crossbow is 1 less than the short sword.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. So
And I move back more. I don't know how close I was, but within range of my crossbow. But
so at this point, you're basically right at the edge of the door then. To the door you
where we
came in through.
from.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
And my idea is we'll do 2 rounds, go to her, 2 rounds, go to her.
Okay.
So
Quick round.
the Karen Crawler, seeing that you guys are just, shooting at its trap form, retreats back as far as it can go, but that's only 10, 20 feet. Doesn't have any further it can go. And that's all it does. So, Tierna.
Throw my other hand axe.
All right.
So 13 and
You
4
hit it.
17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And 3 damage.
3.
3.
So that's total 20. All right.
20
All right.
damage.
Working on it.
I got no more hand axes.
You have 2 hands. You can ask him a question with that. Corbin.
One other thing.
Ugh.
What you got, Corbin?
Corbin?
He's lost.
Corbin.
We lost him.
Oh, sweet. That's gonna be some damage.
He rolled a 19. It's gonna hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that's a 26
To hit?
for 7 damage. Yes,
Yeah.
26 to hit.
I was about to say
for
26
7
damage. No, you're cheating.
That's amazing.
I am. Oh crap! Did it? I lost my.
So that was 7 damage. I got you.
Okay.
So he's taking 27 now. Looking a little beat up.
Crossbow loaded up again. And 19 and max damage 10 damage.
Plus 2 mod, I think it was.
It's a 10 total.
Oh,
It's a
because it's an
D8.
8. Yep. All right, 37 damage. Whew, he's hurting. But not dead. And that's the end of the second round. So,
So,
because I figure each round's, 8 seconds? So, 16 seconds, go to her, 16 seconds.
try a bite of the cinnamon roll.
It is
I'm picturing
wonderful.
a comedy
It
movie
really
like
Oh, yeah,
is.
it's
fast
nice.
cutting between heavy action and then
So, what was this expedition that your friend,
Lost
do
his
you remember
hands.
his name already?
Froth.
Froth was on.
I thought you went outside to eat.
We did. We're talking, right?
Well, you're not.
He's talking
Froth is
to-
at the counter. He
He's not
works.
talking to Froth. He's talking about Froth.
I'm talking to Guthrie.
Oh,
Right?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
assuming that it's his friend because he knew the name and he loves the cinnamon
Guthrie
rolls
Gunderson.
and wife and
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
honestly, never. None of my business. Didn't think to ask. Froth was part of the Flaming Fist. I know that much.
Was that one of the defenders of the realm? The Flaming Fist?
Are you asking me or Guthrie?
Guthrie.
Well, you must not be from around here.
I'm
The the fists are the military and policing force for the entire city. I mean, technically they're mercenary, but I mean,
Are they good? Like, do they protect people?
I mean, as I said, they're the police force for the city.
Well, just because they're police force doesn't mean that they're good people.
Well, I mean, are you?
I like to think
Are any
so.
of us?
Mostly.
We're all just trying to get by, as far as I see it.
This is true, but other
Anyway, back to business.
do you have paper and pen?
Yeah, of course. And he has because he knew you were talking about drawing, so he's got a few sheets of whatever they do blueprints on. I don't know if that's a special paper or not. Yeah, probably just parchment for this world.
Or like a rolled scroll or something, maybe.
Vellum.
Vellum?
Is that a thing?
Parchment, I suspect, would be cheaper though.
Parchment.
So, yeah, he's got a couple pieces of folded parchment. He unfolds. He's got like a chunk of charcoal.
Okay, so in my dreams, this is a very intricate marble sarcophagus.
Rectangular?
Ovalish?
Okay, and he starts doing a rough oval onto the paper.
And very tall.
Tall. 10 feet?
So
8 feet?
it would definitely be very.
Yeah, something's
I'm not
Oh,
quite 6 feet.
When you say tall, do you mean length or height?
So
What orientation?
when I see it, it's laid out horizontal, but the pictures are vertical.
steady upload.
I don't follow.
So the length, it would be like I'm laying down,
Total down and total up.
but the pictures would be going this way.
The pictures on the sarcophagus.
Yes, they're standing. Like it's people and they're standing.
Okay.
So I would say it's...
He draws little stick figures on the...
Well, it has to be more detailed than that.
This is just a sketch, so I understand what you're looking for.
Okay. So, there's probably 40 people on it. And the first one, if we start at the far left side...
Yes.
Your foot or your head?
And back to the action.
And so, is your intention to walk through a description of every single one of these figures?
Yes.
While you're doing that, we're going back to the frame. Because no.
That's amazeballs.
Let's call the first one Sally.
And
First
so
one
the
seems to
Karen
have a
Crawler
penis,
is
though.
going, since it's at the far back, it is going to charge forward and see if it can grab at one of you.
I'm the closest.
Yep,
so
yep.
I haven't backed up
So it,
where it missed last time.
yeah, so it's just gonna try to get out. And no, and it just hits the end of the chains and...
So it's like right there in front of me?
Well, the tentacles are probably still another 5 feet from you,
Okay.
and they've got a 10-foot reach.
So its head is 15 feet from you.
Yeah.
Well, it's like,
All right.
or it's like a X. It's probably like 1 square away.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, squares are 5. Yeah, the end of the tentacles are a square away, but the head is 3 squares away.
So can I attack tentacles? Is that a thing?
I mean, you could swing at them, but I mean, it's probably... I'm not going to say it's going to do anything significant.
You can throw your. I guess you could throw your hammer.
You could also do
I
try to
drop-
find an improvised weapon to throw at him.
I
Stones. There's a
Or
caved in
just-
wall, right?
Yeah.
I drop the hammer in the shield and I pull the glaive off my back, which also has a 10-foot reach.
Oh, yes, it does. Yes, it does.
And I step within range of
Of the tentacles, but...
no, like into the tentacles,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I swing at its head.
Yeah. So it
And then I'm
can't...
gonna step back out after I.
Okay, so it can't bite you, but you're in tentacle range now.
Correct.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, that's good. 21 to attack
Yep.
and 6 damage,
All right.
and then I back out of range.
So it'll take an opportunity attack with the tentacles if
That's
you do
fine.
that.
That's fine.
14. No go.
Even without, well, I got to take the shield off. What is it my shield worth?
There's no way the shield is that much. Because you said 19 miss?
Is it 5 AC for a shield? It's probably
Yeah.
less.
It's 2, so you're
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me take shield off. 17. AC.
Corbin.
Right on 13 with another 6 in damage.
All right, up to 49.
So 2 more.
It's looking
me up.
pretty torn up at this point, but it is not dead.
That means like 2 more.
Rack it.
Jimbo.
Rack it, Jimbo.
Nat 20.
Crit. Roll double damage.
For hitting a 1.
10 on the
2.
die, and then
You roll twice.
yeah,
Not that it matters, because...
10 and 2.
it's 10, 12 damage.
All right.
Right?
And you take aim and fire a shot that goes right through this worm's eye. Its head thrashes to the side, and it collapses over itself into the dirt.
Now watch out for those traps.
Truth. I pick up my hammer and I go smash its head.
Just
I mean-
Smush. Don't forget to get your hand axes.
I smush the head first.
I go up and I find all my
Do we get
arrows.
to? How do we get half of them back, like for consumable like bolts? How does that work after a fight?
We'll work that offline, because I think we're getting close to the end anyway.
So
no breaks.
if I were to
Hashtag
say
no
I go
breaks.
and collect my arrows, does that?
I'll use 2.
Falls into the same category of we'll work the exact details offline.
Are the traps have all been thrashed around
I
enough that
think
we can see them?
Yeah, oh yeah. They were.
Just set them off. Just clean.
There was like. They were just covered up with like dirt, and yeah, with all that fighting, yeah, it's pretty self-evident for someone who's looking for them. Enough for you to get through this corridor.
I'll go around the other side and open the door.
Well,
Well,
you
it's
attempt to
locked.
open the door,
Well,
but
Did you jiggle the
that door's locked.
Yes, I'm sorry. I knock first.
Hey, you forgot what we're doing here. Your hammer is going through that door.
No response.
Oh, I jiggle the handle, and then I knock the handle off with my hammer.
You actually had a tentacles emote? That is too great. Thank you for that.
Oh, squid.
Yeah, I smashed the hammer.
All right, roll.
Oh boy. Yep.
Crit.
Okay, roll for damage. Like if you get 2 1s, you won't break through.
Well, I get pluses on it, right? Where's I don't remember. Warhammer +4, so 1d8 and 2. I apologize. 1 and 1.
Oh my God.
Okay,
4 damage.
4 damage.
God.
So you take aim right at the lock, and you slam it in. You are about to slam it in, and then I guess like your foot slips, so you lose half the leverage you thought you were going to have. The hit is good, but the force behind it,
Just
like
lame.
it hits the door. The lock is damaged clearly, but there's still enough in there to keep it from
I'll
opening.
look at the new hammer. God!
It's too shiny.
I hold it out. Jimbo, you take a swing.
All right. Okay. If you'll let me, I will swing it. Oh boy. No, it's what is the plus for that?
4.
My
4 for
save.
me. It's probably 5 for you because you have more
It's
strength.
a 7 to hit. But I maxed damage.
Nope.
This is the
Does
wrong
not
guy.
pierce the AC for wood.
Oh,
Here, give that thing back.
I'm not used to these two-handed things.
Your turn.
You can two-hand it for 10s instead of 8s, remember?
Yeah. All right.
That's what.
Can I take a
thought you
two-hand
were
at it?
doing.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a 2-hand swing.
While that's going on,
This is your second figure.
And
like
the 13th figure from the left.
okay,
has this
that's
beautiful laurel wreath, and it reminds me of my mama
so.
and how she was just so perfect. But I don't get to see.
Okay, I understand. So what we're going to need to do here
More
is
cinnamon rolls
you're
over
going
here.
to need to commission an artist for the actual figures. What I can do for you is actually create the body of this. That's what we need to figure out here. So,
Then let's talk about the feet of the sarcophagus.
yes, let's.
So the first foot on the left side is
First foot
There's 4.
for unique feet? Or are they all the same?
Well, I mean, they're going to be handmade, so each one will be different, right?
Go on. Go
So
on.
the first one is going to be bulbous.
Bulbous.
It's a ball. It's a ball.
Back to the door smashing party.
Smash the damn door!
Corbin, you want to swing?
I can't even lift that thing, man.
I'll take a swing. 2 hands this time. 21.
Roll for damage.
4 damage.
Isn't it more just the dice that gets bigger?
It's just the die that's bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so 4 on
Two,
top
two.
of 4.
8.
8. It's still there. You can actually see a hole in the door now.
Okay.
But
Your
it
turn, Jimbo.
hasn't broken
I have-
yet.
I think we would have
Okay,
been
hold
better
on,
if you just
hold
put
on.
your shoulder in there.
Hold on. I got a crowbar.
Now he has a crowbar.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Let me look.
Ka-tink.
I could shoot an arrow.
I have a crowbar.
There you go. Jimmy the lock,
I
quick!
get into the. I don't know how to. There's no. How do I use a crowbar?
It's a matter of
You get advantage on strength checks with leverage can be applied.
Yep.
It's all a
So
matter
I'm
of
strength
leverage.
checking. I'm athleticsing the
Yeah.
wherever it looks like I can
Yep.
pull the bolt away from the door jamb or something.
Yep. Roll it.
An advantage. Good, cause. Oh Jesus!
What you got?
11. Athletics 11.
I'll give it to you because it's already severely damaged.
I softened it up for you.
Yeah, loosened it.
The last bits of wood containing the lock buckle, and the door swings open, revealing the basement to the mason shop. So you see fine masonry tools hanging from like hooks along walls. You've got a large central table in the center of the room that has dozens of blueprints stacked between drafting materials. You've got more charcoal. You've got actual precision drawing devices, your compass and other such.
It's protractors.
Yeah,
your
compass,
CAD,
protractor,
this is the old CAD station.
Old
here.
school cat.
Yeah. Just like a rope tied to a stick for exact lines. It's
Yeah.
Yep.
Plumb, bob, stuff like that.
Yeah. It's ad, not CAD.
Yeah.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
just
Hey, Corbin, you make sense of these papers. I'm going to look around for some hair.
Look for
I
some
start
map.
looking for hair.
Don't take anything except maps.
We're looking for maps of the tunnels, right?
The sewers.
The sewers.
You tell me what you're looking for.
No, I'm just talking to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, we're looking for. Just take it all, man.
No,
Take it all. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna look for the hair, and I start looking for hair.
you're gonna find some really nice regular hair.
Find any hair?
Roll perception.
Yes, please. Find me some hair, motherfucker. 8.
You do not find any hair.
Gone 3.
This is CSI.
I'm gonna roll for perception, I presume.
Yep. Actually,
Insight.
You doing
I'm leaning towards investigation.
investigation?
So what specifically are you trying to do?
Mostly, if we've found a desk or a table with a bunch of rolls, scrolls or whatever on it of drawings, I'm just trying to quickly open, determine if it's a map of the city sewers, and then let it go and move on. So I'm just searching through.
I'll give
all of
you
them.
either investigation or perception. I'll let you pick. Probably perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
22.
Okay, so with that, you're able to. You're not doing investigation, so it's not like you're actually figuring out the filing system. You're just going through and looking at each one, so it takes a little bit of time. But you've identified the vast majority of these drawings are for the architecture of the houses throughout this district. Basically, every stone building in the district Guthrie did. So that's going to mean every building with a basement. So you've got every building with a basement here, and you've also got the sewer system. So the sewers are easy to identify as the sewers. The individual buildings, without some more time, will be harder to identify. So you can either attempt to identify specific houses or take the Tierno approach. So that, the specific housing, I would call investigation.
And he is calling it, he being Oral, is calling it
The jail.
the Zartham's or Zentarum's prison. But I doubt that's what
No,
Corbin
that wouldn't
would have
be
or
right.
Corbin, what Guthrie would have called it on his, in the notes as to what the building is.
Well, it wouldn't have even been that when he built it.
Well,
yeah.
understood. But that's what I mean. So, without and never having been here, we wouldn't even know what it used to have been called or what it would have been originally built for to know this is the building we need. So we're gonna take the.
It would be difficult, yes.
We're going to take the Tierno approach.
All right.
Just grab them and run out the front door.
The front door?
Well, I'd be the Tierno approach, right?
Well, no, I still have one other thing I gotta do.
Oh, the hairs.
No, I didn't find any hair. I didn't find any hair, man. There ain't no hair here.
All right. I'm going to head back to the basement to go back to.
Yeah, I'm going that way too.
I've been. Well, I don't know. I'm looking around the Carrion to see if there's anything worth anything. I don't know. I assume it's just a bug, but or looking around searching the room for anything shiny or interesting.
The maps
previous
are
room.
definitely the.
Well, not the back in the.
In the
went
tunnel?
Through yeah, back one.
There's some smashed open crates. Looks like the tunnel was a storage room for food. It's probably what you surmise drew the Karen crawlers in. Other than that, nah, not really.
Okay.
I'll head back through.
All right.
Hey, what's his name? What's his name?
Oral.
Check that out.
Whoa. Yeah. Oral. Listen, man.
It's like a centipede.
Yes.
On the way back out, I grabbed him by the shoulder. Said, "We got the goods, man. We really appreciate your help. We're gonna get your dad out of here, and this is for your own good." And I knock him out.
Oh, Jesus. He just thanks for your help.
I bumped him on
Okay.
the head. Jog his memory.
You know what? I'm just gonna let that one go. I mean, he's a commoner. These guys have garbage stats.
And I tie him up, and I leave him behind the counter. Set him down. So it's clear that this place was robbed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And leave the door, and I break the door on the way out too.
You break his front door?
Yeah, like it was jimmied or something, or broken or something. Yeah.
Okay, so you like Jessica Jones it, where you just like take the handle and try to.
Yeah, or something. I don't know. Just make it look like it was like
Jiggles
broken.
the handle.
Jiggles the handle.
I jiggled it
For
jiggled
that,
it too hard.
let's have you roll athletics.
All right. It's a 16.
Yeah, that's enough to rough it up a bit.
Yeah, rough the door up.
Yeah.
I want it to look like he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
robbed, so that
Yeah.
if Gunther comes back and is like, "You broke into my house,"
Yeah.
blah blah blah. That
Yeah, I get
he's-
what you're doing.
Yeah, this is
Alibi.
a totally chaotic good thing to do.
Yep.
For the good of him,
Yeah, I get it.
I'm smacking him down a little bit.
Mission accomplished.
All right.
I slipped 5 gold in his pockets
A little early on
as
that,
he's
could
tied up
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
for for the trouble.
And so, you all have acquired. I think I have a map of the sewers that you will be able to peruse. I was supposed to have a map of the sewers. I do not appear to have a map of the sewers.
We'll put it up next time.
Yeah,
Yep,
just
yep.
Map sewers next time.
Yep, you will get that next session. We do need to wrap up.
Yeah.
Oh yes. So
Oh,
so
no, look at the time.
lastly, I don't know anything about the top or what top it should have. But it feels like it should have a top. So, do you have an artist or artists that you think you should work with?
Yes, I have a few different names throughout the city that I've worked with on the past on some of the more complex jobs. Now, on the subject of payment,
Yes.
for an item of this complexity, my work is. Well, would you like to commission the artist separately, or would you like me to handle that?
I would like to interview them with you.
So you would like to commission them yourself?
Yes. I'm really particular
going on?
about my artwork.
So then for the
love this storyline.
for the masonry itself, honestly, with this level of complexity and materials, we're probably looking at least 2,000 gold.
Okay. Once I have the artist line up, we will start the project. Would you accept half down and half upon completion?
Certainly.
Okay. So then, if you can just drop the names of the artists off at the friendly elf song, tavern.
Everyone keeps flipping the two
The
residences.
The Strong Elf Tavern.
the Strong Elf Tavern. I will take those names and interview them, and then shortly come back to commission.
That sounds lovely. Yes. I will get right on that.
Okay. Thank you very much. This has been a great joy. I don't get to talk about my family often.
You see three very large, dusty men, like headed by they just walk right by you.
Well,
You wouldn't even be going that way.
No, we
We were going north, right?
No, I mean we would come out. And
Okay,
they're
so
back here.
you
Oh,
could.
they're in the middle. Of
Yeah, they're in that. Now there is a narrow passage where it's possible they.
No, we came right out on the main drag and went right up to the.
So we went past the brewery.
We went
Yeah.
out door 4 and made a right turn and a right turn up Brewery Road.
Yep,
Alright,
there
well-
is that narrow alley where I think it'd be funny if you could just see like Tierno's head
See what my
like
perception
pass
is.
by the alley for a moment.
19 plus whatever the heck I have for perception.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I saw them passing by. That's why, like, oh,
Yep.
look how late it's getting.
I do our
good sir.
patented whistle call that we prearranged.
I should
Thank
allow
you,
you to
Steve
get
Martin.
back. Thank you for showing me this wonderful bakery. It is fabulous. And I take my tea and I go.
I've never been back here.
So I think we'll wrap up here. I think this is a good enough point as any to wrap up. So for next session, we've got something extra special planned. So
Oh yeah, Dread.
the
What?
players already know, but for those of you on the stream,
How
we're
do I get to that? Waha!
Oh wow, I didn't put the it's up in the corner. Never mind. I didn't pull that view
Go back.
down.
He's floating in space.
so
You're talking about it. I'm pushing the button.
the next session.
In space.
Did we agree? Is it next Saturday or
Yes.
Friday?
Oh, it's
Saturday?
No, Saturday.
Friday?
Is it Friday or Saturday?
The 26th.
Stand by.
Saturday.
Boston.
I didn't put it on the calendar yet.
Saturday.
6th. I think it's the 26th, right?
Look at everybody looking at me.
So
Saturday.
it is what we agreed to, which I definitely know and don't have to look up.
It's totally not. Is it Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday. So next Saturday, not our usual night.
The 26th.
Yes, the 26th. I don't think we have exact time yet, but probably around 5 or 6. We will. I will be running a one-shot in the Dread system, which is very unique. We use no dice. We use a Jenga tower. There's going to be a lot of dead bodies by the end of the night. This is our Halloween event, so we might even have a few people dressed up in costume.
Oh, I'm dressing up.
Oh, yeah. And should be a whole lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. At the very least, it ought to be unique. So
I've been growing out my beard for this.
It's magnificent.
So we
I
will
have two.
wrap things up here.
I've been growing it out, but not for any particular reason.
And we will see you all again on Saturday.
Bye.
There's this, yeah.